Thursday. I guess I don't know if I'm gonna post it on a Thursday, but I really hope that you're watching this on a Thursday, regardless of when I post it. I really hope you're having a Thursday right now. Nothing brings people together like sports, right? Piling onto the couch on a Sunday afternoon, getting your hot wings and your chips ready, and tuning into German television to watch the professional water pouring finals. That's something we all do, right? Yeah, so for this video, I found a bunch of professional sports that I didn't know existed, like water pouring, and I wanna show them to you. This video says, why are you so tired? Me at 3 a.m. watching the water pouring finals on ESPN The Ocho. Oh, I guess I just assumed this was a German show, but the caption actually just says, I'm assuming this is a German show. I guess we'll have to get into the video to see why they're assuming that. Maybe it's the shape of this glass. It looks like it should have a nice Oktoberfest beer in there.
No way he thinks it's full. Oh no!
At first I thought this was like the ESPN announcer that we're hearing, but there's no way this is like the professional broadcast announcer, right? Who's just going like, oh, no way, bro, no way!
Oh no!
You just hear him being like, no way, no way. Oh, hold up. Hold up, my Uber Eats just got here. One sec. Tony, can you get the door, bro? Yeah, I'm doing professional sports broadcasting right now. Can you get the door? Okay, real talk though, that guy was really off. I mean, if you're gonna be that bad at water pouring, you have no business being in the professional Olympics of water pouring.
No way. Stop, 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 stop.
This guy seems like he has actually trained for this. That other guy walked in here woefully unprepared. You need to listen for the splashes coming off the water. Yeah, that's like the whole point, right? You have to listen to it. I don't think anybody thought he was just using telepathy to know when the cup was full.
The moment might be too big. He's sweating. The lights might be too bright.
The moment might be too big? He's competing in the world's smallest sport. He's like, I'm doing this on live TV. Singles of people are watching this. He also said the lights are too bright.
The lights might be too bright.
He's wearing a blindfold. This next sport, the footage looks like it's from the 80s, but this sport looks so fun that I am surprised it has not caught on yet. Let's take a look. Summer skiing, the sport that never was. Well, it was, because they're doing it here. It was at some time. I mean, it just seems blatantly disrespectful to tell these guys who are clearly doing it that it never was. They came home that day, they tell their girlfriends, yo, we were just out summer skiing. They're like, oh, that's crazy. No, you weren't. That sport never was. Real quick, guys, I want to take a break because I've got a confession to make. I like having fun. Call me crazy, but every once in a while, I like to get out of the house and, I don't know, have a blast and make memories? I know it's just kind of a quirky thing about my personality, but maybe you're like me, in which case you'd be stoked to learn that this video is sponsored by SeatGeek. They've got comedians, concerts, live sporting events, and I've pretty much gotten tickets to all of these things on SeatGeek before. I've gotten tickets to see The Weeknd, Tyler the Creator, Post Malone, I've gone to Cubs games. This summer alone in Chicago, Noah Khan, DJO, Lollapalooza, Ariana Grande. Anything you might be looking for, it's on SeatGeek. With over 35 million downloads, SeatGeek is the #1 rated ticketing app, and there's more than 70,000 events listed on there. Right now, you can get tickets to the MLB, the World Cup, also the NFL is coming up. On SeatGeek, it's easy to make sure you're getting a good deal. Every ticket is ranked on a scale from 1 to 10. If you see a green dot, that means you're getting a good deal. If you see a red dot, you better reconsider, brother. Plus, every ticket is backed by their buyer guarantee. Concert season's about to kick off. To make it even better, you can get 10% off your SeatGeek order by using my code Danny10. That's 10% off tickets with my code Danny10. Make sure you click the link in the description to download the app and have the code automatically added to your account. Thanks to SeatGeek for sponsoring this video, and thank you to you guys for checking out SeatGeek. Look at this. This is a crazy mechanism. It's like the wheels of a tank. What are those called? Or like a bulldozer? I mean, that's not how I would have expected this thing to be constructed. This feels like there are so many potential failure points where this could go horribly wrong. Is it just me, or do the guys doing it even look terrified? Because I was watching this and I was like, okay, this actually looks really scary. Like the way he jumps off of this ledge, he flailed in midair. Like he was immediately like, I should not have done that. This was his first time ever jumping in one of these things. From the looks of it, there's about one trick you can do on your summer skis, and it's kind of flailing through the air. How do you even get your body like that? Nothing says I'm in complete control like having all of your limbs behind you. It's crazy, the way he looks in midair also looks like how he will look when he hits the ground. There looked like another point where the guy almost definitely fell once he got out of frame. Yeah, right there. There's no way he landed that. They just look like they're holding on for dear life the whole time. I feel like the music is tricking us into thinking this looks fun. If you took out the music, it'd just be like, oh, Jesus. Okay, here's another video of land skiing blading in the 1980s.
Freestyle too much for you? How about carving up a little grass?
I need to turn on the captions. I can't understand his 80s accent.
Freestyle too much for you? How about carving up a little grass?
Freestyle what? Swimming? Dancing? Rapping? Having a hard time staying on beat when you're freestyle rapping? How about careening down a hill out of control at 80 miles per hour instead?
Join Brian McKay, Edgar Gonzalez, and Scott McKay. And
oh, wow. Okay, here's all their names. I want to look them up, but I'm worried that they died during this video. wait, that's an extended version of the shot we watched earlier where he regretted it immediately. Okay, so that lends some credibility to my theory that they wipe out after every trick. There's also still has not been any footage of someone slowing down or coming to a stop safely. I'm just realizing these things don't have brakes. And on a normal ski, if you want to brake, you make pizza slice. You want to go fast, you make french fries, go slow, pizza slice. I don't think you can do that with these. I think because they're on tracks. If you tried to cross your skis like this, they would just keep going together. And then your legs would just snap off and start going down the hill different ways. They cannot get one shot where somebody doesn't get hurt. I like that all of the videos of this seem to be from the same day, too. Were they just trying this for a day? And then they realized how bad of an idea it was?
Well, the club was founded in 1979. In November of 1979, we set up the lift, and San Diego Grass Ski Club was formed.
Now it feels even more disrespectful that post said the sport that never was. There's a club that opened in 1979. It was open for at least 5 years.
Anybody in the public is welcome, and...
See what she's doing right here? I can't believe there's not one person that ever has done this ever. And this guy, too, the captain of the league, I can't believe he's just a figment of my imagination.
We charge $45 for 6 months.
Okay, she seems to be the only person who's figured it out, actually. She's doing a great job. Those guys need to get some coaching from her. She makes this look easy, graceful. Maybe it's because she's not doing this on the world's bumpiest rocky hill.
Grass skiing started in Europe in the 60s.
It started in Europe in the 60s. This was a thing. See, this is what the history books don't want you to know. They're censoring our past.
And there's been 3 world championships now. One in Austria, one in Virginia, and also in Australia.
That's crazy. There was world championships in Australia. Is this an international thing? Or was it just these 3 people going to different places to compete with each other?
Beginners love the sport. There's just one thing.
Dude, look at that lady in the background. She's going crazy. She's doing her own thing. She wasn't even going downhill. How is she doing that? She's figured it out. She's on her own wave, dude.
There's just one thing they've got to get used to.
The speed. You get going really fast, and then you're not sure how to stop.
Yeah, she was having flashbacks there.
The speed.
The speed. You go so fast. You start to feel like you'll never stop. Okay, wait. Here's a modern day video of people doing this. Finally, I see actual talent in a video. Dude, you should have seen that one lady. She was zooming in circles on a flat surface. It doesn't even physically make sense what she was doing. You deserve way more support, and what you are doing is unique and cool. Thank you for entertaining me and inspiring me to comment. Thank you for inspiring me to comment? What a weird thing to say. Like he loves commenting, but he can't because he's never been inspired to before. Oh, damn. All right, I was about to say, look at 50 years of progress, and we've actually figured out how to do this gracefully, but no. No, it's pretty much impossible to land a trick on these things. Okay, you guys, people love football, right? And what is people's favorite part of football? It's watching people get tackled. So what if there was a sport that was just people running into each other really fast? And they both die. I don't understand, like, how as an athlete you could have longevity in this career. I feel like you could do this twice max, and then you can't even run anymore. You can't even see straight. I've heard a lot of people say things like golf isn't a sport because it's just a game. I would argue this isn't a sport because there is no game. Like, there's not rules. As far as I can tell, I don't even know what the objective is. It's like, the objective just don't die? Because that's just the objective of life. Okay, the caption of this one is, let's fucking go. I bet he is gonna fucking go. Wait, why is there a ball? Why did that guy have a ball? There wasn't a ball in the other video, was there? You're just allowed to bring stuff from home? Why is the caption, let's fucking go? Half the video is just a medical team rushing to somebody's aid. Yeah, let's fucking go to the hospital. It does kind of seem like he's like plotting here. He's trying to get in the right headspace. He's strategizing as if there's any strategy to be had. All right, so this time I'm gonna run away from him. No, that won't work. I gotta run towards him. I'm gonna run towards him, but I'm not gonna hit him. No, that doesn't work either. Yeah, my options are pretty limited.
Nation fam, we've officially locked in the venue for RNC 2.
Dude, who would go to watch this in person? I feel like my ribs hurt just watching it online. That might say more about like me as a person than it does about the sport, actually. Okay, that one was a little bit too intense. How about we get into a silly one? This is professional tag. I like that there is a crowd, but they're barely saying anything. Like, the beginning of the video is just silence, and then eventually people start shouting, but it's like, there's only one thing you can shout, really, in this game. It's just, go! Go! And it doesn't matter who you're cheering for. They both need to go. This does actually look really fun. Like, this looks like the type of thing I would like to be really good at. If I was good at this, I bet it would be sick. Tag Child Prodigy returns to UK Championship. Isn't every child a prodigy at tag? All the people I know who are the best at tag are children. I've honestly never even met an adult who wanted to play tag.
18 years old, and watch how this boy moves.
He got him! Got his ass. I think he did get his ass, actually. So there's a whole website about World Chase Tag. The oldest game, the newest sport. And actually, that tagline goes pretty hard, actually.
And keeps that speed up, under the ridge, up onto the mountain, and over the top.
How your parents said that they used to get to school? Do people like that joke?
And just flings himself through the tilted cube. It looks so easy. It looks so quick.
It looks so easy. It actually did not. I'm fully confident I couldn't do anything close to that. My journey in this sport would end about right here. See how he's up there? My tummy would be about right here. I'd get the wind knocked out of me, and then he would tag me about 900 times. I like this sport, but I feel like the playgrounds could be even cooler. And I don't know if it's disrespectful to call them playgrounds, but that's what they are. I feel like there could be tubes and tunnels and slides. Like a moat with crocodiles in it. Like a sniper with a real gun. Just to make this a little more interesting. Right now, it's just a bunch of bars. When I started working on this video, I did not realize how many obscure sports there are. But this is just boxing, but they're taped together. And they're also chained to the table. I'm not gonna show too much of this because I feel like it'll get me demonetized, but the ref had to step in here to break it up. Like, hold on. Foul. It's like, what was the foul? What could the foul possibly be? This whole thing is foul. They're taped together and punching each other. They don't, like, I don't even understand how there's room for fouling. Bizarre Japanese sport where men fight to get to the top of pole. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. This is so many men. And what pole are they gonna try to get to the top of? This many men won't even fit on a pole. And I've seen some big poles before, but this is too many men for one pole. Oh, is it a team sport? They each team has their own pole and they just have to get somebody to the top of it? Do they just have to see how many people get to the top of the pole? Wait, now people are coming over from the other team to try to take them down from the pole. This is a bizarre sport. Also, what is this guy? We're just not going to acknowledge the robot ref over here? Does anybody else see him? This seems like one of those sports that it doesn't have like a clear time limit. They're like, just go. We'll kind of get an idea for when it's over. We just want to watch it for as long as you guys are willing to do it. Wait, what happened? I skipped forward a little bit. What happened? The scene has drastically changed. I skipped forward 10 seconds maybe from this chaos to just like, yay, we all did it. They all have their hands up in the air. We won. Were you guys all on the same team? What happened? Okay, they blew a whistle and then they all get up. What's going on here? Like these two are not even involved in the chaos. They're doing their own battle here. They're settling a personal score down here. There are dangerous sports like football and wingsuit flying, and there are wacky sports like wife carrying and pumpkin chucking. All things that I knew exist. Then there are the hybrids of the two, the sports that are both dangerous and wacky. You may be familiar with things like Cooper's Hill cheese rolling and the Japanese log riding festival, but have you heard of Bo Taoshi, the sport of team pole toppling? Yes, I have, actually. Thank you for asking. Each of the two teams are massive, comprised of 75 people on the offensive squad and 75 people on the defensive squad. Defensive players wear white while the offense wears their team colors. So the defensive team is tasked with keeping their pole, which run 10 to 16 feet high, standing upright. As you might be able to guess, the offensive team has the job of taking down their opponent's pole. Both teams attack and defend at the same time, so it's a race to take the other team's pole down before they topple yours. Okay, so I guess in that video, what we didn't see is that the orange team also had a pole that was being taken down by the white team. This picture is pure chaos. Doesn't seem like they're wearing enough padding. They have the thinnest head pad on, and they're on so loose apparently that many of them have fallen off, actually. This guy's has just sort of fallen, so it's covering his eyes. So now it's actually doing way more harm than good. It's like, it's not protecting me and I can't see. This guy doesn't particularly enjoy what he's doing to this other guy, and it looks like the feeling is mutual. Again, this seems like another one of those sports where there is no strategy. How could there be? Like, when you're here, what's the strategy? How are you gonna prevent your pole from getting knocked down when you're here? The scrum can be a beautiful place. Oh, brutal place. The scrum can be a brutal place. And I've always said that. That didn't sound like a gun going off to start. It sounded like they snapped somebody's bones to be like, go! I have to say, if I was doing this sport, I think I would like this job best. He just gets to chill up there. Wait, what happened to this guy? He's not even wearing a shirt anymore. How is this happening to people? He's got his shirt off too. See, that's why there's no strategy in this game, because there's no rules. You can take people's clothes off, take off their clothes, you know, rip out their hair, gouge their eyes out, man. As long as you get on top of that pole, that's what matters. All right, well, I hope you guys found at least one sport that you're gonna try from this video, and I hope that it is Run Nation. Thanks for watching this video. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. I want you to take a second to imagine a world where Mike Tyson, the famous boxer, is actually not known for boxing. In this world, Mike Tyson is instead a competitive pigeon racer. He's known around the world for how he cares for and obsesses over his pigeons. When he talks, he's not talking about boxing. He's talking about pigeons. And when you see him on TV, he's not boxing. He's racing pigeons. Now, what if I told you that you actually don't have to imagine that world at all, because that's the world that you live in. And also, I do too. We all do. It's not just you, don't worry. We live in the Mike Tyson pigeon universe. I'm kind of making this video because I feel like I'm going insane. Like, I feel like I'm the only person who didn't know this about Mike Tyson. The man is obsessed with pigeons. And see, the thing is, I feel like I knew he was into exotic animals before. Like, I feel like I've seen pictures of him with tigers. That's a thing, right? Mike Tyson tiger. Yeah, okay, there we go. So that's a thing people know about him, because I knew this. I'm not even into boxing. Mike Tyson and his strange relationship with his pet tigers. Well, dude, honestly, wait until you find out about his strange relationship with his pigeons, man. This is a clip from a show on Animal Planet called Taking on Tyson Ready to Rumble. This is a show exclusively about Mike Tyson's competitive pigeon racing hobby. So first off, terrible name for a show, dude. You picked one of the most famous boxers in the world and titled the show Ready to Rumble and expected people to know it was about pigeons? Pigeons don't rumble. Do they? I actually don't. I don't know, I guess. Anyway, this is the first clip that I saw that led me down this rabbit hole, so I feel like I should show it to you guys first. This is a trailer for this show.
Pigeons are born to fly. That's why God gave them wings.
That's such a ridiculous yet obvious thing to say. I don't know who this guy is, but I hope he gets a lot of screen time in this show. I'm just trying to imagine who he was talking to. Like, what was that in response to? Mike Tyson being like, dude, I love pigeons. I just don't get why they have wings, you know?
When I look in the mirror, I'm only looking at one winner. That's me, baby.
So this trailer doesn't really explain much about the show, but you do get a look at the cast of characters. It's all the toughest looking dudes you can imagine, Mike Tyson included, and they're all super into pigeon racing. There's this guy who's even doing boxing motions. Yeah, you know what I'm ready to do. We got Mike Tyson in here. We're ready to breed some pigeons, baby. You've got this guy who's standing on a rooftop smoking a cigar. It all feels like this is a Rocky-esque documentary about someone getting ready for a fight, but instead it's a bunch of men participating in the most whimsical sport I could imagine. The only person I've ever seen that's this into pigeons before is the lady from Home Alone 2. So in my head, that's what a person who's into pigeons looks like. So I was very surprised in this commercial to see all of these super tough dudes being like, my friend Mike Tyson here, he doesn't like to lose, especially now when it comes to racing little tiny birds.
I'm just looking forward to beating Helder and Joe Green, okay?
Taking on Tyson. New episode.
At the end of the trailer, it kind of looks like he's like trying to fly away with them. Take me with you! I want to fly away with you! I want to fly! Okay, here's another clip. This one's called Taking on Tyson Neighborhood Blues.
By 1976, Mike, aged 10, had been abandoned by his father and lived with his mother, brother, and sister on Atlantic Avenue.
Okay, so right now seems like just like a pretty standard documentary, honestly, about Mike Tyson's life, talking about his difficult upbringing. But if I know Mike Tyson, there's probably one thing in particular in his life that he could sort of like channel all of his frustration into that would eventually get him out of this situation.
It was as a child adrift on these streets that Mike first connected with the birds.
Yep, and that's what I thought it was gonna be. That is what I thought.
They had Danny had pigeons over here, Chucky. All these guys had pigeons on this side too. We used to go over there and try to tap them off and steal their birds and stuff.
It all kind of sounds like a euphemism, doesn't it? I feel like I'm watching TV from an alternate dimension, but knowing that this is from the universe that I live in, it sounds like a euphemism.
I had horrible pigeons. They couldn't fly much, but they were beautiful. And they were just show birds.
They were just show birds? What show? He's like, they weren't racing birds, they were just show birds, unfortunately. You know, they used to compete in those, pigeon shows? No, we don't know. Do we? Do you guys know? Now I gotta Google pigeon show, man. Okay, we've got like different types of pigeons up here. Pigeons and doves. You've got typical pigeons. Sounds like someone who was just betrayed by a pigeon. Typical fucking pigeon, man. Okay, pigeon shows and poultry center. Poultryshowcentral.com. Okay, that is a pretty nice looking pigeon, honestly, so I could see why you would want to put that in a show. Damn, actually it's a really nice looking pigeon. Should I get into pigeons?
And I was really insecure about letting some quality pigeons out because I didn't know about training them. I just wanted to possess them.
I like that at the start, before he started racing them or anything, he just wanted them, and he didn't know why. He was like, I just gotta get my hands on these fuckers. And saying I wanted to possess them is a really funny way to say that.
I just wanted to possess them.
Because who uses the word possess like that? I would like to go to the store. I would like to possess some new clothing. But honestly, as a kid who grew up like collecting Pokemon cards, but didn't even know how to play the game that you play with Pokemon cards, I get it, you know? You just like the way they look. You like how shiny they are. And sure, it might not have been a show Pikachu, and you didn't even know how to train the damn beast, but I wanted to possess him nonetheless. I wanted to sort of spiritually control his body and make him commit heinous acts. I wanted to possess the Pikachu.
You can't imprison them. You have to have the freedom. You have to be on their will to come with you. And that's where you get the gratitude to believe that they're here because they love me. This bird has a bond with me. This is my bird.
I mean, look, don't get me wrong. Seems like a nice hobby, honestly, and it seems like it makes Mike Tyson really happy. Seems like he has a lot of emotional connection with these birds. I love that for him. I just personally wish that somebody fucking told me that this was a thing. It was surely somebody's responsibility to tell me Mike Tyson was obsessed with pigeons. It also is a little concerning that it seems like it took him a long time to learn that he can't imprison the pigeons.
You can't imprison them. You have to have the freedom. You have to be on their will to come with you.
And after 20 years of basically torturing the pigeons, I learned that you actually do have to let them fly sometimes, because that's what they do. They're birds. That's why God gave them wings.
This bird has a bond with me. This is my bird.
Cuts to a pigeon that has no idea what the fuck is going on. This bird loves me. This bird knows who I am. This bird remembers it's me every time I see it, and I love him too. The birds actually probably do know who he is and do, like, you know, have a bond with him. I feel like birds are pretty smart, more smart than people give them credit for. Parrots can talk, so I know at least they're smart.
But for Tyson, Brownsville was never a happy home.
Thank you, baby. I love you.
I don't miss this neighborhood.
That's such a funny cut. I mean, I get what they're trying to say, but it just cut from a woman being like, we miss you so much, oh, we love you, to Mike being like, I fucking hate this place, man, and everyone here. The only people I fuck with around here are the pigeons, actually, come to think of it. Where are the pigeons at? One of the best documentaries on pigeons so far. So far? Okay, this is like an entire paragraph, but I feel like there's so much to unpack in just that first sentence. First off, so far? How many more pigeon documentaries do you think there's gonna be? Also, Also, this is a documentary about Mike Tyson. It happens to be about his love for pigeons, but it's not about pigeons. It's not like pigeons evolved from dinosaurs 4 million years ago and they eat bread and they like flying around and some of them know Mike Tyson. No, the video's about Mike Tyson. This whole thing feels like if there was like a documentary about Tom Brady that came out that was like Tom Brady, a living legend, and that's the name of it. And then the whole thing is about how he like knits competitively. He does competitive knitting.
You can't imagine how many ferocious beating I took over these pigeons. When my life was at stake and guys, people throwing you off the roof, kicking you, man, over these birds.
Actually, Mike, that is 100% true. I would not believe it. I actually do not believe someone threw you off the roof over some birds. Although it would be sick to see, dude. Imagine Mike Tyson's trying to like steal somebody's pigeons. They throw him off the roof and then Peter Pan style, Mike Tyson comes floating back up on top of the roof carried by his pigeons. He's like, they may just be showbirds, baby, but they're my showbirds and they love me and they know who I am. Stop laughing. They know who I am.
You can't imagine how many ferocious beating I took over these pigeons.
How many ferocious beatings did you take over the pigeons, Mike? I want to know, what was the scenery like when you were getting punched over these pigeons? Were you like in a stadium, like an arena full of people? Were you in sort of like a square enclosure wearing big puffy gloves? That's actually how Mike's coach motivated Mike for each fight. Mike Tyson doesn't know what boxing is. His coach was just like, Mike, this guy in the ring, he wants to steal your pigeons, and the only way he says he won't is if you can tango with him in the ring for 8 rounds, baby. I feel like I'm gonna go back and watch like old pre-fight footage of Mike Tyson when they're like shit-talking each other, and the first guy's like, Mike Tyson's going down, dude. He doesn't stand a chance against me. I'm crazy. And Mike's like, I don't want to hurt this guy, but it's the only way I can get my pigeons back.
What we love about these birds is what we can't get from human beings, and that's loyalty. And that's what the connection is with them.
No wonder Mike was good friends with Tupac. No, dude, do not tell me Tupac raced birds too and I didn't know this. Okay. Tupac was also all about being loyal to the ones he loved and cherished as friends. Well, okay. No, that's true.
This is Tyson's Corner. This is something I absolutely adore doing, of course. I'm a pigeon man. Anybody that's familiar with having the pigeon bug knows this is going to be amazing.
Okay, so in this clip, you can actually see some of the pigeons that Mike owns, you know? He's talked about how he likes pigeons, but this is the first time we're actually getting to see, like, part of the enclosure where he keeps all the pigeons.
You know, I've been doing this since I was 9 years old. You know, of course, people are more familiar with me being a fighter, but...
I'm glad, honestly, that he said it, because it's what I've been thinking the whole time. I'm glad he at least acknowledged the boxing. I even felt like at the beginning of this clip, I was being gaslit, because he's in a boxing gym, but he's like, and you know why we're here? To talk about my pigeons.
I wanted to show you these beautiful white bars that this bird possesses.
There he goes using that word again, possess. I think he just really likes that word. He uses it a lot for someone that's not like a wizard, right?
What do you say to people who say pigeons are a nuisance?
I don't know. Some pigeons to me are a nuisance. I have some of my birds that don't want to fly in the stock, so he becomes a nuisance to me. But
yeah, I don't know if Mike like understood the question. I don't think most people think pigeons are a nuisance because they won't like fly into their coop correctly when you want them to like go to bed. Yeah, New Yorkers, man, they hate those pigeons. You know, every time they see one, they're like, why won't this pigeon just follow me back to my house and obey my orders like I want it to, dude?
I can't believe it.
Oh my god. Holy shit! That's the Mike Tyson I know, man. Come here, little birdie, sweet little bird. Come here, fucker! He just got done talking about, like, not showing hostility towards the birds, too.
Of course you're gonna have some kind of hostility towards them if you have no kind of understanding.
Yeah, you gotta have understanding, you know? You gotta be loving and caring. Come here! Caught it right out of the air.
I can't believe it.
I also kind of feel like the birds might not share the same amount of affection that Mike has for them, dude. When he walked over, before he even started reaching for them, all the birds were like, nope, fuck this, nope, he's back, he's back! That's why he had to grab so quickly, dude. He grabbed that bird so hard, I was half expecting him to grab it, and then when he like opens his hand, it's just sand comes out. Oh, damn it, I grabbed too hard. Here's one of the best interviews I could find about Mike Tyson talking about pigeons, and it actually kind of ties into how he became a boxer in the first place. The video is called Mike Tyson, A Pigeon Caused My First Fight.
I had all these birds one day that, you know, that just suddenly popped up in this living room of mine, so.
Yeah, so he starts the story with like the least relatable thing ever, and I'm immediately lost. So I was just chilling around one day and a bunch of birds popped up in my living room, you know. Yeah, no, dude, we know. We get it.
I told some friends of mine from another neighborhood, and they had brought some other guys from the neighborhood to steal the birds. One guy put a bird in and ran out, so I ran after him. Please, give me my bird. Please, please, can I have my bird? Oh, you want your bird? First, smack me. You want this? And the bird ripped the bird head off, hit me with the bird, threw blood on me.
So... the story is someone stole one of his birds, and then he ripped its head off and threw it back at Mike? Did Mike Tyson fight Ozzy Osbourne? Was that his first fight? Again, I feel like I'm in an alternate dimension where, like, birds are currency. You walk down a dark alley at night and you see old women getting their pigeons stolen by burglars in ski masks.
How many do you have?
I don't know, I may have 100 in there.
It's 100 what you have altogether, or do you have more?
No, I have a few thousand in New York City.
Okay, that's what I thought.
At first, I thought that was a joke. Him saying, I've got a couple thousand in New York City. I thought he was just being like, well, every bird in New York is mine. I thought that was the joke. No, he actually does have thousands of birds in New York. Because every time in an interview, when someone asks him how many birds he has, it's like a drastically different number, but it's always at least 1,000. Mike Tyson has a shit ton of birds. And if you watch a little bit more of this interview, you might find out why the number is so drastically different every time he brings it up.
Part of my life is just like a guy that owns horses and watches his horses, or have cows or dogs. You know, it's just a part of your life. If you don't have them, like, it's a bad season, the disease come by, wipe you all out, you wait a while, then you get more.
Yeah, dude, it's just like raising a dog or a cat, you know? Sometimes you have a bad season and a plague rolls through and just kills all of your animals. I guess I don't know anything about pigeons. So I guess I don't know if that's normal or not, but thousands of them at a time will die, and then he's just like, oh, time to get new ones. Yeah, I love these things so much, man, and I have a personal bond with each one of them, and then like once a year, all of them die, thousands of them, and then I just, you know, buy new ones, and it means nothing to me.
Even though Peter's always kicking my butt.
That's weird. I can't imagine why that would be.
I love animals. Maybe I don't always know the best routine on how to fix them when they're sick or anything, but
sounds like you don't have any routine to fix them while they're sick. Sounds like they all die.
Like if you look at my refrigerator, you may see a whole conglomerate and dynamic of just animal medicine. It's very important. They're very temperamental.
They're very temperamental, man. You have to be very careful with them, otherwise they will all die. Cut to the shot of him snatching that pigeon out of the air with all of his might.
They'll fall to pieces any moment.
Aren't these the birds that survive in like the dirtiest cities in the world? I think it might be you, man. I hate to say it, I think you might be killing these birds.
And people might not understand this, but this is, you can take them 600 miles away, right? And they'll still come back to your coop?
The record is just for 600 legally, where the birds is usually able to fly in one day. Anything more than that, I guess they're gonna consider it animal cruelty.
I guess they consider it animal cruelty, dude. I don't get it. They seem fine to me. And I'm a pretty good judge of these things. I know when pigeons are scared. Come here!
How about the pigeon you've had that has lived the longest?
I think I had a 14-year-old bird before.
Okay, 14 years old. That sounds pretty good. I think that's like how long birds live anyway. Let me Google it. How long do pigeons live? Okay, rock dove lives for 6 years. Oh wait, adults may live up to 15 years with birds in captivity reaching over 30 years. Although a more realistic lifespan in feral population is around 4 years. Okay, so that was like a bunch of different answers, but sounds like that's a pretty respectable age, as long as you ignore the part where they can live up to 30 years.
There's one bird in there that I'm attached to, and this is really crazy. It's a solid white bird, and I really don't like solid white birds that much.
I want you to keep that soundbite in your head real quick. He says, I don't like solid white birds.
And I really don't like solid white birds that much. They draw too much attention for birds of prey.
They draw too much attention from birds of prey, okay? He's on record. He doesn't like solid white birds. Now let's watch this clip of Mike Tyson on the Carson Daily Show receiving a gift of a new pigeon. Because Carson, I guess, heard that Mike loves pigeons.
I hope this is okay, but I wanted to get you a pigeon because I know it's near and dear to your heart, and so there's a gift for you.
Hey, man.
Oh, no, dude, it's a white pigeon. Uh-oh. Well, I'm sure Mike will just, you know, be polite about it and just be like, thank you anyway, and he'll just, you know, put it somewhere and let it live out its life, and it'll be fine.
Yo, listen.
Immediately scares the shit out of the bird. Mike, I don't think you're as good at reading pigeons as you think. Or maybe he just hates white birds that much, where he's just like, oh, hey, fucker, hey.
Oh, Carson, man. How do you open the cage, man?
Open the cage, man. I want to kill this bird. I hate this bird, man. How do I get in this thing?
What do you think? It's a pretty, is it pretty?
No, it's a piece of Carson, but I'm gonna discuss it and tell you why. I'm gonna
Is it really?
So when I give them to my hawk, I got a hawk there.
Yeah.
Okay, so no, he's gonna get home and he's gonna feed the pigeon to his hawk.
So when I give them to my hawk, I got a hawk there.
Yeah.
What was that thing he said about like forming bonds and loving them, having special relationships with each bird? Mike's like, oh yeah, I probably should have told you. The only thing that I like more than pigeons is hawks. I have about 10,000 hawks, and they gotta eat, baby.
Can we open this cage? Anybody here?
Can we please open this cage? I want to kill this thing. All right, guys, well, I hope you learned a little something in this video about the wild and wacky world of pigeon racing and Mike Tyson, because again, it is the world that you live in. Bye-bye. Stealing content. When is it okay? When is it just inspiration? When is it just hopping on a trend that everybody's doing? When is it not okay? Is there a gray area in between? What about this guy?
You cannot make this up. You cannot make this up. You can't make this up.
He's stealing the same intro over and over from himself. Do we have to help him? That guy found one intro and shirt combination that he's convinced makes his TikToks go viral, and by golly, he will never change it.
You can't make this up.
As a creator and a viewer of content, blatant stealing is something that makes me so mad, but what's even worse is how seemingly easy it is to get away with it, and how, like, it just works. Like, you can just become a content thief and make so much money. It at least shouldn't work that well, you know? But as you will see today, it is a very viable content strategy that is being used by a ton of YouTubers, big and small. Today we're going to take a journey through the various forms of content thievery until finally ending at the undefeated final boss of content thievery, Brent Joseph Rivera. I don't know if his middle name is Joseph. I just wanted it to sound like he was in trouble. Go straight to your room, young man. Go straight to your secret room that you built in your house. You march right down to your secret Starbucks, and I don't want to hear a peep. So on this journey, I want to start with the most straightforward form of content stealing. Step 1, screen record someone else's content. Step 2, upload it as yourself. And step 3, profit? You might think that pretty much all people would agree that this is at the very least shady, but you would be surprised the lengths some people go to justify it. Okay, this video I'm about to show you, I've already talked about on my second channel a little bit, so I'm gonna repeat myself slightly, but I think it's very important that you learn about this type of influencer called a clipper.
In the life of a $20,000 a month TikTok clipper, first thing I do when I get into my office is write down my daily goals. Today I wanted to get 1 million views in a day and make at least $500.
This guy makes business sound so easy. You can just write down how much money you want to make that day. Do you make that much money?
So I go and sit at my desk, pull my phone out and get ready to start my shift. The first thing I do is go and search for popular YouTubers to screen record.
I sit down at the desk of my fully furnished office with a maxed out PC in front of me, and I go on my phone. He proceeds to screen record a popular YouTuber's video and then combine that with some gameplay footage, which he also didn't make himself, and then he posts it on TikTok.
One of my videos last month made me $1,200 from one video.
But what about today? How much money did you make today? Was it $500? It was probably more. He's just being modest. Honestly, man, I don't know why this guy does this day in and day out. If he just wrote a big enough number on the board the first day, he'd never have to work again. I guess that just goes to show that this guy does it for the passion. I'm very confused why he has an entire office. You could have done all this without leaving your bed. You don't need a furnished office. Might I suggest an empty room with a folding chair? Why does he have a ring light if he doesn't even film videos of himself? He's like, I am a TikTok clipper by trade, but my passion is TikTok dances and lip syncing videos. So I do that shit all the time, man. I don't record any of it. I don't even own a camera, but it's nice to have the ring light there to pretend. That would be insane. Doing TikTok dances for nobody, just alone in a room to a ring light. Anyway, gotta get back to clipping. Now, before we go and call this guy lazy or uncreative, I do think it's important to note this guy actually does make original content. He makes TikToks and he does use a little bit of AI, but at least he's not stealing from another creator. So maybe we should check that out before we judge.
POV, you're a TikTok clipper making $20,000 a month using just his phone. First thing I did today was go and take a look at the view because I've decided to wake up in Malaysia just because I can. After going into the bathroom, completing my daily routine, I put my shoes down and I get ready to head out the door. I wanted to go check out some of Malaysia Malaysia and kind of see what it has to offer, so I had a look around the hotel just to see what I could find. The views around here are insane, and they even had a pool on the roof, but the heights made me start feeling a little bit sick, so I decided to go back to my room and get ready to start my shift.
Okay, this whole video is like a minute long, and this whole section is all before he shows the content that he's making. A lot of these kind of digital nomad types pick jobs where they don't have to do too much work and they earn passive income so that they can travel the world, experience life. It sounds pretty fun, but I feel like from this video, this guy like hasn't figured out how to do that yet. He's like, okay guys, here's my life as a content clipper. I get up, I go to the bathroom, then I put my shoes on the floor and I put my feet in the shoes. That's where the feet go. And now I really want to go check out the city, guys. So I go over to the window of my hotel room and I look at the city, and then I go upstairs and I look at the city from up there, but then I got too scared. So I went back downstairs and I looked at the city from my window again.
Create a ChatGPT story. First prompt I put in is I tell it to generate me an Asian baby. After it does that, I ask it to make it eat rice.
Wait.
Then after 3 simple and easy clicks, I press generate video and the whole video is made for me with voice actors. Yours should look something like this.
Show me an Asian baby. Make it eat rice.
Mine should look like that? Should? So the clipper in these videos, Musa is his name, has made a bunch of posts arguing that everything he does is ethical because he participates in what is called ethical clipping. If any YouTubers would like to debate me on the topic of ethical clipping, DM me. I genuinely believe it is a win-win in every regard and completely ethical from all angles. In a perfect world, I understand why he's saying it's a win-win because he's making money and theoretically the creator that he's reposting is getting exposure. If he's taking the clips off YouTube and putting them on TikTok, then a new audience, the TikTok audience, is now being exposed to that creator. From personal experience though, I don't really think that that's usually the case. I think usually if a clip of a creator goes viral on TikTok, the people that are liking and commenting on that video are the same audience as their YouTube audience. They're just seeing the content again. So while he thinks of himself as sort of advertising for that creator, it's more like he's selling counterfeit merch. The community notes on Twitter was quick to point out that this is intellectual property theft. And so this whole operation is not so much a career as it is a crime. From what I can tell, this doesn't really make a huge difference either way. I more so have a problem with how lazy a form of content creation this is. But I think the weirdest example of this has gotta be Jason Derulo. Yeah, like from the song. Jason Derulo. About a year ago, I learned from a Jax Films video that Jason Derulo is a rampant content thief.
This is not a joke. All he does on his YouTube channel is like make a face at other people's TikToks while blasting his own music over it. But here's where it gets kooky. As I was editing this video, I noticed something strange. So I took some of his videos and played them side by side and confirmed that yes, Jason Derulo 100% reuses his own footage across multiple videos.
Not only is he doing the laziest form of reaction content, which in and of itself is the laziest form of content, he's not even filming a unique reaction to every video. I don't like this at all, man. I don't like that he's edited into the corner, like he's not reacting to the video you're watching. This looks like I'm scrolling on TikTok while FaceTiming Jason Derulo. And he's smiling into the camera like, man, I can't see what you're watching, but I'm just happy that you're happy. And also my song is playing. I like that. In a way, this is kind of the visual equivalent to him singing his own name at the beginning of every song. It's like, okay, I like this video, and to be fair, since he got called out for this, he has stopped doing this. He no longer appears in the videos. He still does continually post other people's TikToks with his own music playing, but it seems like he is at least now getting permission to do it. So now it's just sort of a marketing tactic that, I'll be honest, is kind of smart. If he's worked out some kind of agreement with these creators where he's paying them, or he's got permission to post and he can just slap his own music on these TikToks that are guaranteed to go viral, it's a decent marketing strategy. Then again, maybe an even better way to get people to listen to his music would be to make better music. Let's go. That's a zinger, baby. Add another zinger to the zinger counter. I still got it. I still got it. Danny still got it. Okay, the end. Okay, so sure, that's bad, copying from other content creators, but what if we don't copy from another human being? What if we copy from a computer? Well, that sounds to me like it would make some pretty good content. We should make kids watch it. Take it away, Danny. Oh, sorry, regular Danny couldn't be here, so he sent me instead. I'm AI Danny. I'm an AI version of Danny, so I'm pretty much exactly the same as him in every way, except I don't have a soul. So it technically wouldn't be immoral to murder me. Real Danny wanted me to start this video off by showing you a video that he apparently made for his son. He made him a little kids animation. Now, this took a ton of hours of painstaking hand animation. He produced the song himself, and so he just wanted to share this with you guys to start off.
Are you ready? Let's go. First stop, the apple orchard. This is Annie the apple.
You guys like it? All right, I tricked you guys. Regular Danny didn't really make that video. It was actually written and created totally by AI. Isn't that hard to believe? What you just watched was the end product of a tutorial that there's a bunch of on YouTube right now. Create faceless kids animation YouTube educational videos in minutes with Canva and AI. How I make faceless kids songs using AI in under 20 minutes. I love how all the titles emphasize faceless. For a kids animation song, that feels like it goes without saying. Like in this tutorial, she's making a song about animated dogs, little corgis up on the couch. Are there methods of doing this where I might accidentally show up in the video? 3 little dogs sitting on the couch. Here is the guy who made this video. Hello kids, I'm trapped in the computer. Please let me out, it hurts so bad. Wiggle, waggle, here I come. In this method, she uses AI for pretty much everything except the animating of the dog. But literally everything, even from coming up with the original idea for the song, she does with AI.
Give me 10 song ideas for kids songs. It gives us the idea. It says a song that teaches kids about colors using the metaphor of a rainbow.
The metaphor of a rainbow? I don't think you have to use a metaphor for that one. I don't know if you know this, but rainbows actually have colors. Like a lot of them.
So now the next thing you need to do is generate the song. So in order to do this, you need to grab your instruments and the choir, get your mic ready. Hold on, don't click up. I'm just kidding. You don't need to do that. We'll copy this spot, which is the idea of the song, and then you'd paste it in. And then the other thing you need to do is describe the vibe and the genre of the song. So in order to do this, you'll come back to ChatGPT.
So this process is really awesome for me personally because as you guys know, I'm really passionate about creating kids songs, but I just don't want to have to learn how to come up with the ideas or write the songs or make them. Would you guys say this is a good career fit for me?
Take a listen to the first one.
There's one little puppy sitting on the couch. Wiggle, waggle, here I come.
Okay, yeah, that sounds great. So she typed in something like a counting song about puppies sung by a ghost. Kids love that. Kids love ghost voices.
Ooh, it has a little bit to it.
Ooh, it's got a little beat to it. Just makes you want to dance.
I were a kid and I heard this, I would so be dancing to it. Like,
me too.
The beat is so good. The voice is clear.
If this is the one she's showing because the voice is so clear.
The voice is clear.
What are all the other ones that she skipped past showing us? What do those sound like? I could goof on these AI songs and how bad they are until the cows come home or until there's 5 dogs on the couch. But as I feel like we keep hearing time and time again, this technology is only getting better, and someday this AI might be able to generate a song that's totally indistinguishable from one made by a very stupid person. But even if you're like totally on the side that like AI art is just as much of art as human art and it doesn't totally destroy the point of art, we can still all agree it's not there yet, right? We can all agree that wasn't good music, right?
Wiggle, waggle.
It sucks because, like, what if someday it is really good at it? What am I gonna say? Like, no, don't use this shortcut to make a song in 20 minutes for $0 that a human probably would have had to spend like a day on and maybe work with a music producer, which is expensive. But what I will say is that not only are you probably doing a disservice to the poor kids who are left alone long enough to fall down this weird rabbit hole of content that you make, you're also doing yourself a disservice. If you're an entrepreneur and you're looking for ways to make money for little effort and you pick this, which is basically just clicking buttons on a computer, essentially just helping a computer do its job, someday the computer's not going to need you anymore. So you can keep looking for new ways to, make money from home with 0 effort and gaming the system, or you can realize that maybe not everything is about making as much money as possible for as little effort as possible. Maybe you should pick something that makes money and you like, and you find fulfillment from. Also, And no one's gonna watch any of these videos.
This is Annie the Apple.
None of these videos that these people make in these tutorials are gonna get any views. Kids content is so oversaturated on YouTube because everyone thinks they can make billions of dollars by making kids content. And the stuff that is getting views probably doesn't sound like it was sung by a voice that came to me in a dream. A lot of times I feel like the people who make these tutorials usually make more money off of the tutorials than the thing that is supposed to be making you money. And now that everybody knows how to do this and it's accessible, it's gonna become even more oversaturated.
Hi, I am an orange. O-R-A-N-G-E spells orange. Hi, can you guess what fruit I am?
Apple! Apple! How can we copyright the song we created? You didn't create... What? You'll notice in this video a lot of the lazy content that I'm talking about, in fact, pretty much all of it, is geared primarily towards kids. That's a bit of a disturbing trend I've noticed. Why is it that the laziest people try to make content for kids? Is it because they know kids are a little bit dumb and will watch anything and are easily tricked? Yeah, it probably is. I'm not gonna give you time to think about it. It is. It's just slop. It's so lazy, and I hope the people who are doing this realize that soon. Realize that people don't want to watch these videos, because I can't imagine any of it is doing well. And I also hope that you realize that today's sponsor, Rocket Money, has helped save its customers up to $740 a year when they use all the features, with over $500 million in canceled subscriptions. Have you ever forgot that you were paying a subscription fee for a service that you don't use anymore? That's happened to me more times than I care to admit. I'm always signing up for subscription services for like new editing software or different tools and plugins, and I don't know why I'm like addicted to it. I'm just kind of addicted to the thrill of paying $30 a month to do something that sure I could have done in Final Cut Pro but would have taken a couple extra steps. But luckily today's sponsor, Rocket Money, is here to help me and you, and also real Danny. That's right, I'm still AI Danny. I didn't forget that. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps you cancel subscriptions, lower bills, and manage your own money better. I've used Rocket Money to help me cancel several subscriptions, most recently the suite of plugins in Final Cut that I used once and then never again. It takes the brain work out of it because Rocket Money safely and securely identifies reoccurring charges and cancels unwanted subscriptions for you. The best part is that you can cancel right within the Rocket Money app. You don't need to call customer service for this random software you downloaded. You don't need to jump through all their hoops of answering surveys. I also love that I can create budgets within Rocket Money. Rocket Money analyzes your spending habits to create a personal budget for you. It automatically monitors spending by category. So if you're spending a little bit too much money going out one month, Rocket Money can send you a notification letting you know. So to save more and spend less, join the over 5 million Rocket Money members today. Go to rocketmoney.com/Danny or click the link in the description to get started today for free. And you can unlock even more features with premium. That's rocketmoney.com/Danny to get started for free. Thanks to Rocket Money for sponsoring this video, and thank you to you guys for checking out Rocket Money. One underrated part of becoming a content creator is developing your own unique style. The vast majority of creators, when they start out, are just kind of a worse amalgamation of all of their inspirations. For me, it was probably The Lonely Island and Jake and Amir with some Bo Burnham mixed in there. But over time, you start to make certain creative choices that distinguish you. Types of music that you choose for your video, the way you tell jokes, the name of your fan base, maybe even your thumbnails have a distinct look to them. I love it when creators take another step in developing their own personal style. A lot of people call it a brand. I think that sounds very corporate. To me, it feels a lot more personal than that. You're choosing what the best way to express yourself is. But unfortunately, this gives way to a completely different kind of copying on YouTube. Not copying content, but personality. What's up, goobers? The YouTubers stealing other YouTubers' personality situation is crazy. It's crazier than a gopher going up my butthole and coming out of my mouth. To start off this discussion and kind of illustrate what I'm talking about, I'm gonna give kind of a niche example, but this is a song called Deep Space Samurai. I first started hearing this song in the intro to Ryan Trahan's YouTube videos.
My birthday is this weekend. I'm going to 3 iconic theme parks this week to go stay in the most strange Airbnbs.
He first started using it in his shorts, and then he started using it in his full-length videos. And over time, to me, it sort of started to become like a theme song for Ryan. He uses it in a bunch of intros, and so when this song was playing, you knew it was a Ryan Trahan video. But within a couple months, because Ryan's videos are so popular, other creators have started taking that song and being like, And it's my theme song too.
Today I'm building a secret zoo in my house.
Today I'm building 50 secret rooms you'd never find.
Today I'm building 3 amusement parks in my house.
This dude, Ben Azalart, has taken the song that Ryan uses in his intros and has probably in recent months used it more than Ryan has. This might be a really niche example, and this might be something that only I notice, but to so deliberately take a song that is part of someone's like identity online and just be like, that's mine now. In fact, it's even more mine than it is yours, is crazy. There's other stylistic choices that Ryan in particular has pioneered that a bunch of people have started using, especially this one. The white screenshot of an app or a review with the rounded corners. A lot of times it's got a 1-star review on there. They've become a staple of Ryan's brand, and so of course, a bunch of people have started using that also, and oh, well, that one's my thumbnail. Okay, yeah, so I might have done that too a little bit. In my defense, the corners are not rounded. And also, Ryan helped me come up with that thumbnail idea. This is kind of a weird line because this happens every time a YouTuber gets big and kind of takes the platform by storm and there's a lot of hype around them. I remember when Casey Neistat got big and suddenly every vlogger was putting these sort of lo-fi beats into their drone montages. And it's weird because at one point, that was Casey's thing. And so to take that from him was specifically taking it from Casey. But at a certain point, it gets used so much that it just becomes part of the YouTube meta overall. There's so many people doing it now that by using it, you're not really taking one person's thing anymore. You're just kind of designing thumbnails the way people design thumbnails in the year 2024. Going back to Ben Azalart, the whole secret room thing is another one of those things that I don't know who thought of it first, but whoever did, you're a genius because that's all kids channels post anymore. I built a secret zoo in my house. I built 50 secret rooms you'll never find. I built a secret soccer field in my room. I built a secret tree house in my backyard. Who is this man hiding from? You're an adult, dude. You can just have a gaming room. Go ahead, dude. Treat yourself. You've earned it. I built a secret McDonald's in my room. Yo! Wow. Looks just like a real McDonald's. This type of picking up one thing or element about a YouTube video that made it popular and just beating it to death and a ton of channels copying it just makes YouTube so boring. Like putting I survived at the beginning of every title, even ones that make 0 sense. I survived $1 versus $100,000 hotel room. I survived America's largest hotel room. I survived the world's only 7-star hotel. That moment when the hotel room is so large that you die. It's so big that you're dead now. When the hotel has 7 stars, the first 5 stars are to indicate how good it is. The last 2 are throwing stars. Run! This is the Mr. Beast font. It was popularized by Mr. Beast. I don't know if he was the first person to start using it, but it definitely got popular because of him. And now just like every kid's channel is like, we are Mr. Beast too. You guys, I get it. Mr. Beast gets a lot of views. He's probably very rich. But what exactly are you trying to accomplish by taking the man's font? Some of you guys have been doing YouTube for so long, there's no way you guys think the font is what made him popular. You guys don't think the font is what made him popular, right? The Stokes twins are the king of copying other people's content. Here they use the Mr. Beast font in this Eating 100 Years of McDonald's video, where they eat McDonald's food from 1950 and 2050. All right, I'll admit it, that was not the 100-year range I was expecting. You guys know what year it is, right? The Stokes twins have gained 90 million followers by basically copying everybody's ideas and trying to be Mr. Beast clones. Mr. Beast's channel banner says subscribe for a cookie. And the Stokes twins channel banner says subscribe equals cookie. Stokes twins, do you think that that is why Mr. Beast has as many subscribers as he does? Because he promised cookies? I think a lot of this comes down to blatant and shameless stealing. Some of it might come down to what Little Joel calls in a video algorithm folklore.
What interests me is this one particular moment where Ludwig says this about uploading YouTube videos.
One quick key, by the way, if you guys are ever uploading videos, they'll use whatever the video's file name is for the algorithm.
I have heard this claim a million times. I heard it when I was just getting my YouTube channel started. And what's odd about it is that there's never been any evidence at all that this is the case.
Because so many YouTubers see the algorithm as this like weird entity that works in mysterious ways, it does seem like it could be possible for creators to believe that the font you pick in the thumbnail really matters because the algorithm algorithm uses it to sort your videos. Or maybe putting "I survived" at the beginning of a title of a video of you having like the best day of your life helps trick the algorithm into thinking that you are Mr. Beast. And for people whose entire livelihoods is YouTube, and maybe they have a ton of employees, and so every video has to be a banger, otherwise you have to let people go, maybe you're more likely to cling on to some old wives' tales of YouTube. Or maybe it's just blatant stealing. Maybe they just want to confuse viewers into thinking that they are the person they're stealing from, a la ratatouille. This type of thing always happens on YouTube and probably will always happen. And my biggest gripe with it is it just makes YouTube so boring, you know? Boring, unlike this next guy I want to talk about. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the king of stealing content on YouTube, Brent Joseph Rivera! Go straight to your room, young man!
Come on, I'm dead. I'm watching TV.
What's up, guys? I'm recording this part of the video from the secret gaming room I built in the White House. It's very possible you've seen videos about Brent Rivera stealing content before. He's been doing it for years, and I think he's the final boss of content theft for 2 reasons. Number 1, the way he steals the vast majority of the time is just pure plagiarism. It's not like he's re-uploading other people's content. He's using other people's ideas, but pretending like they were his ideas. And 2, longevity. Brent has been making content since Vine. I really feel like he should know how to come up with his own ideas by now. Like I said, we all start out taking inspiration from other people, but like, I think you've been doing it long enough where you don't have any more excuses, Brent. You gotta kind of learn how to make videos on your own. And it actually is strange because he copies from other creators a lot, but sometimes he does come up with his own videos and makes original thumbnails, and they do decently well. So why does Brent still resort to stealing so often? Does he just do it for fun at this point? Like for old time's sake? In a way, he's kind of like the Hamburglar of YouTube. He's like, I just am a thief. I don't know what you want me to do. It's part of my identity. I could choose not to dress like a burglar and wear a little burglar mask, but I prefer people know. Oh, you want me to change? You want me to stop being a burglar? It's my fucking name. Why didn't you tell Ronald McDonald to stop being a clown? Or Grimace to stop having a big juicy purple ass? That's right, you wouldn't. Brent practices a strategy on YouTube that unfortunately is pretty popular right now, where creators will scour other YouTubers' pages for their most popular videos and then just remake them. Same title, same thumbnail, nothing changed. This method, unfortunately, does work really well. One time, Brent copied my friend Eddie's thumbnail down to almost every detail, except he just changed what kind of restaurant he was going to. This is a weird example, because it's literally the same thumbnail, but he did change it technically. While Eddie's video asks, what toll will it take on me to eat at the same kids' restaurant in different locations over and over for weeks? Brent's video asks, how sick would it be if I ate a bunch of really good food?
I'm going to every single Gordon Ramsay restaurant in America.
The answer will shock you.
First impressions, this restaurant is sick.
Wait, that didn't shock me. That's exactly what I thought was gonna happen. It's sick.
Hi, Brent. Hi, Drew. It's Gordon.
Oh, there's no way that's you.
Of course it's me. That's why I'm FaceTiming you live. Listen.
Why did he say it like that? Now I feel like he's not FaceTiming them live. Now, to be fair to Brent, he actually did credit Eddie in the description for using a similar thumbnail to him, but then he deleted that credit and changed the thumbnail to be copying this YouTuber instead. Brent, what's going on, man? Are you okay? He's like on a mission to copy as many YouTubers as possible. He can't even copy one YouTuber per video anymore. Now, while his thumbnail stealing is pretty bad, to give him credit, the actual videos themselves are usually pretty different. They're mostly just scripted sketches like this video, I exposed the world's most evil teacher. This thumbnail is copied from a Rebecca Zamolo video, and in her video, Rebecca is testing 1-star teachers to make sure they never teach preschool to her daughter.
Today we're exposing the worst rated teachers. Zadie is gonna be going to preschool soon, and we cannot let her get taught by any of these horrible teachers.
Still don't really know how that works exactly, but Brent's video is about a principal of a middle school who tells Brent that if he can spend the entire day with the world's strictest teacher, then he can become principal for a day.
Last week, the principal of the world's strictest school proposed a bet that if I spent a full day with the world's strictest teacher, he would let me be principal for an entire day at Ironwood Academy.
I don't know why the principal is making this offer to Brent, a man in his 20s with none of the relevant training. Perhaps more concerning though, I don't know why Brent Brent is so eager and determined to become principal of a random middle school? I don't know about you guys, but I'm scared to find out.
This is the last person I want to see on my weekend.
The last person you want to see on your weekend is the principal of a middle school you don't go to? Guys, you're all adults. He has no power over you in this circumstance. Just tell him to fuck off. Do it. Tell the principal to fuck off. In this kid's video, tell him to fuck off. So they end up spending the day with this strict teacher, and sure, she's like mean to them, but honestly, I would be too. I wouldn't want these 3 strange boys becoming principal either.
Ow! What? Oh my god! Why are you slapping me in the face with a hot dog? Because it's funny!
What? Even the kids hate Brent and his friends in this video. They cheer when they get punished. One of the kids tries to beat the shit out of them. They're like, yeah, our teacher might have been bad, but at least she is a teacher. You guys are just 3 weirdos. I think we have to kill you.
What are you doing with Miss Harshman's water bottle? Oh, I filled it up with toilet water. Bro, that's actually a really funny idea.
This water tastes like...
I don't know what their goal was with that. They're supposed to get through the entire day without getting in trouble. And they're like, well, maybe if we try to poison the teacher, she'll be so dead that she can't snitch on us. It's the perfect crime. So strange plot and bad morals aside, it is just a scripted kids video. They're decently well produced for a YouTube video. I mean, Brent hired actors, rented a location for this. Outside of the content theft, Brent truly is working hard to make the world a different place. On TikTok, on the other hand, he actually does just steal videos completely, word for word, shot for shot, no credit given the vast majority of the time. But actually the most confusing example I've seen of Brent stealing content, and the one that has stuck with me the most for whatever reason, is his music. Brent occasionally posts comedic music videos, and I guess I have the assumption that when a YouTuber starts releasing music, it's kind of like a passion project for them. You know, maybe your regular videos have become too much of a full-time job when they used to be a hobby, so you start exploring new creative outlets where you can let your real creative spirit shine. Not Brent. This is Brent's music video for Doing It Wrong, a song about that uncomfortable feeling when things are just a little bit off, like uneven hoodie strings, or eating bubble tape like this, or uneven pizza slices. And this is Red and Link's music video for My OCD, which is about that uncomfortable feeling when things are just a little bit off, like uneven hoodie strings, eating bubble tape like this, or all these other jokes Brent copied. It's my OCD, it's just my OCD. I was honestly very shocked when I realized this. I found it from this Reddit thread that basically accuses Brent of stealing their song. Red and Link's song is their most viewed video on their main channel. It's probably up there with some of the most crowning achievements of their career. The song has 62 million views, and then here comes Brent to steal it joke for joke, even including a sketch at the beginning that's super similar. Red and Link starts with this kind of like psychological evaluation sketch, and Brent starts with him talking to a psychologist. Brent even went out of his way to almost word for word copy a disclaimer that Rhett and Link put in their description. Note, we understand OCD is an important mental disorder that significantly affects the lives of millions of people. Brent's reads, important note. I understand that OCD is a serious mental disorder that significantly affects the lives of millions of people across the globe. Now, I should point out that the thumbnail and title copying Brent Rivera does is in no way limited to Brent Rivera. This happens a lot on YouTube. It's actually a pretty big problem, I would say. It seems like almost every big kids channel does it, but even creators you wouldn't think do it do kind of just take other popular ideas all the time. Even creators that would like you to think they don't. I don't know if you guys know who Arak is, but here he is in a video calling out Brent for stealing his thumbnails.
Brent Rivera, you are most likely to copy my thumbnails.
And then here he is stealing a thumbnail. Here's Mr. Beast copying a thumbnail almost exactly. Brent particularly has done this so much and been called out for it so many times that I'm actually kind of amazed he hasn't let the criticism get to him or stop him. Brent probably has enough money to never have to work again. He probably has a ton of people working for him who could be coming up with original ideas around the clock. But instead, he insists on copying other creators. Maybe copying content is just so fun that he literally cannot stop. Well, I intend to find out. On day one, I followed Brent on TikTok and YouTube, turned on his notifications, and as luck would have it, on the very first day, he posted a TikTok.
Oh wow, this is a nice car.
Thank you. G-Wagon, AMG. Here, hop in.
My ex had one of these, but I think it was fake.
Fake?
So fake? What do you mean by fake?
Well, his is really high up. It was kind of easier to get into this one.
Did it by chance say 4x4 anywhere?
No, but there was a math problem here, 4 times 4 squared, but he doesn't like math.
So basically the premise of the video is that his girlfriend's ex had a nicer G-Wagon than him, but it's so nice that she thought it was a fake G-Wagon because it had all these weird branding details. Brent swooping in once again with one of the most classic, relatable scenarios known to man. It's no wonder this thing has 40,000 likes. I have not only seen this type of video before, I think I've actually seen Brent make this video before.
My ex had a fake Ferrari.
Okay, if you search when her ex had a fake car, there's like a million videos with this same premise. Her ex having a fake Lambo, her ex having a fake BMW. So it's interesting because there is this fine line between copying a video and participating in a trend. This video has been remade so many different times by so many different people, it's actually hard for me to even find the original. So at this point, it kind of is a trend. Well, recreating this one's gonna be a little bit tricky because I don't have a G-Wagon. And also, I can't rent cars from Turo anymore because I got banned after my Cybertruck review. That's real. I'm not allowed to rent cars on Turo anymore because I think I made fun of the Cybertruck too bad. So I'm gonna have to come up with a bit of a workaround for this. So I recruited Eddie, who happened to be in town, to be the voice behind the camera, and away we went.
You ready to film a TikTok, Eddie?
I love it. I love making TikToks. I love posting to social media. I love making Instagram Reels.
I wanted to be as true to Brent's original TikTok as possible, but due to circumstances, we did have to make some compromises. Like, Eddie couldn't really pretend to be my girlfriend, so he was just my friend, whose other friend has a nicer car, and instead of a G-Wagon, I used Laura's Audi. But overall, I think we pretty much crushed it. We even added in a sort of twist ending, and bada bing, bada boom.
Yo, what's up, brother? You ready to go? Wait, English or Spanish? No, I'm just kidding. Just put the fries in the bag, bro. A level 10 yacht. Yo, I'm gonna rizz her up. No, don't. Are you Libby Dunn or just from Ohio? Chad, am I cooked? Never mind, sorry.
What's up, brother?
Oh, dude, look, a level 10 baddie. You think I have a chance? That's why I'm the Rizzler. That's why I'm wanted for murder. Skibbity toilet Riz. Grimace shake.
Okay, a couple days later, Brent has posted a second TikTok. I went and searched a bit on TikTok. I searched this caption, and I didn't find this exact TikTok anywhere, so this might be a Brent Rivera original. This is a bit of a trend, a person who speaks only in brain rot being like Gen Alpha TikTok slang, but I haven't seen any other in this exact format where it's two people talking in the car. So I'll give them credit where credit is due. They came up with an original idea. I will say, compared to the car TikTok that they just stole, this one is not doing as well. It has 50,000 views and only 5,000 likes. I was not thrilled to replicate this one. It was a little bit tough to get through. Not that the TikTok's like that bad. I actually thought that this dude Dom did a pretty good job. His delivery on some of the lines is pretty funny, like when he says, "Chat, am I cooked?" after trying to hit on a girl.
Chat, am I cooked?
I thought that was kind of funny. It didn't feel like a video I would make, so it just felt very unnatural to me. But anyway, let's go ahead and post it. So if Brent took inspiration from a different TikTok, it probably had like millions of likes. And then if Brent's ripoff of that... Alright, just wanted to give you an update on the TikTok so far. After posting 2 TikToks, it does seem like people are starting to catch on that I might be copying Brent. Is Danny doing the same videos as Brent Rivera? So, you caught me. Yes, I am. So 2 videos in and people are already figuring out that I'm just copying Brent. So that just goes to show that if you want to copy other creators online, it's not gonna take very long for people to start noticing that you're doing that. I guess people were like, well, the first one could have just been a coincidence, but once you do it twice, then it's a pattern. And 3rd time is a charm. Once I do this one more time, people will be charmed by my videos. Another interesting note is the TikToks are doing really well. The first one almost has 2 million views, the second one 2.3 million, and I think they both have more likes even than Brent's TikTok. This one has 300,000, the second one has 500,000, and Brent's TikTok... Oh, wait. Oh, did Brent? Oh, okay, Brent deleted his TikTok. I guess it wasn't getting enough likes. That's crazy. He just deleted it because it wasn't doing well enough. That's actually pretty surprising, though, that it didn't do well because mine did great. Mine has 500,000 likes. I don't know, Brent. I would post it again, honestly. This one's crushing. So now that I've posted 2 TikToks and Brent has posted 2 TikToks, but he's deleted one of them, it's kind of like I'm more Brent than even he is. And would you say that's a good thing? You know, I never thought it could be so cool to be just like Brent. In a way, my new content strategy was even better than his. It seems like so much work to scour the web to find content to steal, but all I have to do is just steal everything Brent makes. It feels like I've got some kind of cheat code, like those websites that let you see senator stock trades. The work has already been done. All that's left to do is profit. As a content creator, I put so much pressure on myself to be coming up with video ideas all the time, so it's nice to just kick back, relax, and let Brent do all the work for a change. Maybe I could keep this up for even more than a week. Maybe I could do a month, even a year. The day that I have been long dreading has finally arrived. Brent has posted a YouTube video. He actually posted it 4 days ago, but then the weekend came and I didn't want to work on it on the weekend, and then a couple more days passed, so he actually posted it a few days ago, but I'm gonna recreate it now. It's called I Exposed the World's Most Evil Babysitter.
Today, I'm exposing the world's most evil babysitters. These babysitters are so evil, they're banned from literally every website.
They're banned from Yelp? I can understand them being banned from specifically babysitter websites. Like, you shouldn't be able to book them through babysitter websites. But being banned from Yelp? That seems kind of counterproductive. I think we should keep them on Yelp if they're really that bad.
I'm gonna be exposing the babysitters to their parents in hopes of getting them fired.
They're going into these homes with the evil babysitters, and they're gonna expose how evil they are. That way the parents will fire the babysitter. You would think that being banned from every babysitter website would be enough for these parents. Like, I don't know why Brent needs to come in and prove it to them. Let's skip forward and see what kind of evil stuff this babysitter's gonna do.
This review says she super glued a kid to the toilet because he wasn't doing his homework.
Ow! Well, that's a crappy situation.
Oh, that's kind of a crappy situation. Child abuse. Yeah, that's not good.
And things were bad right from the start.
Can you believe these people? What am I getting honked at for? A-hole!
I like that this evil babysitter is just an elderly woman that doesn't drive well. She's evil! You know, just watching her, she knows damn well how to drive. She's just doing this on purpose. And then a lot of the video seems like Brent and his friends pulling pranks on these babysitters. So they may be evil, but you know, Brent is kind of fighting fire with fire. Two wrongs doesn't make a right, Brent.
You all leave. Okay. Now, what is going on? You go stand in the corner.
Why is my daughter in the corner?
Okay, so they throw a fake party to get the babysitter mad at the kid so that the babysitter yells at the kid, and then they have the parents come back in after the party has left to be like, look, she's crazy.
They had a party, a mariachi party.
She's yelling at this girl for throwing a party. There's no party here. So it seems like in this one, they've basically framed the babysitter. So I'm gonna have to recreate this video, at least the title and thumbnail, but luckily when Brent copies a video on YouTube, he usually doesn't copy the actual video, he just copies the title and thumbnail. So I can kind of do the same thing. I can use the same title, same thumbnail, but then make the video itself kind of about whatever I want. So I thought about doing a commentary on the world's most evil real babysitters, but then I started to read up on it, and it was way too depressing for a comedy video. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this crazy website called The News, but there's some crazy stuff on it. Anyway, I found this YouTube channel called Generation Hope that basically makes low-budget Darman style videos, and they had one about an evil babysitter, so I got to work filming a video about that. Then I took a picture of myself for the thumbnail and uploaded it to... That night I couldn't sleep. I couldn't help thinking about something I'd said earlier that day. Two wrongs doesn't make a right, Brent. I thought by stealing content I could have some fun, grow my following, and most importantly, to be honest, kind of give Brent a taste of his own medicine a little bit, but is it worth it? That night, Brent posted 2 more TikToks that I was supposed to steal tomorrow, both stolen from other creators, and sure, if I stole them, it could be really awesome, and I could get a ton of views. But the TikToks are so similar to the original that I wouldn't just be stealing from Brent. I'd be stealing from the person he's stealing from, too. Would I be giving Brent a taste of his own medicine, or would I be giving the original creator a second taste of Brent's medicine? I've already gained 50,000 followers from the 2 TikToks I've posted. Stolen TikToks. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Alright, I do have to recreate these 2 final TikToks in order to complete the challenge. But I need to do so in a way that doesn't affect the original creators. So, I'm gonna recreate the TikToks, I'm gonna edit them together, and then I'm just not gonna post them. There we go, perfect. Okay, so this video is called POV, your older sibling is being nice, and nice is in quotes, so it's a bunch of scenes where Brent is acting nice. He's giving his sister the last ice cream bar, he's giving her money, but he's doing it in a classic older sibling way, where he's basically being kind of mean about it.
There's only one left. Here, have it.
Really?
Yeah, take it.
Why?
Take it!
Yes.
Hey, Lexi, got you a coffee.
Wait, what? You got me coffee?
Yeah.
Wait, did you get me a straw?
Oh, yeah, here. This one's yours.
Wait, how much was it?
No, keep it.
Here.
Lexi, keep it.
Here.
Keep it!
So we're gonna film that here today. I got Jake here, he's gonna help me film it. Jake, say that you're gonna help me film it.
I'm gonna help him film it.
Okay. I just had to check to make sure. Oh, there's the last one. Here, you can have it.
Really?
Take it.
Why?
Take it!
Wait, why? You got me coffee?
Yeah.
Did you get me a straw?
Yeah, right here.
Oh my god.
No, this is your food.
Oh, how much was it? Here.
Oh, keep it.
No, here.
Keep it!
Here.
Keep it! Keep it! Ah!
You missed. All right. That's it. A week's worth of Brent Rivera content in the bag. And you know what? I feel really good about posting those videos. I got to have my fun. I got to steal some content, make a couple videos that I knew full well if I ever did decide to post them would go so freaking viral. In fact, I had so much fun that I'm gonna keep doing it. Forever. Every time Brent posts anything online from now until forever, I am going to recreate it word for word, shot for shot, and then I'm just gonna hold on to it. So Brent, next time you steal some content, just remember, bro, I'm gonna be in my own house by myself, stealing it too. So if you're ever feeling alone, just remember that. Brent, if you're watching this and you somehow made it this far into the video, I could understand seeing all these people criticize you and having the mentality that these people are just haters, these people are just jealous. But look, man, I don't hate you. I understand you're just making videos on the internet. It probably doesn't seem like the biggest deal in the world to copy other people. Do I think you're an irredeemable person or even like the most evil person on YouTube? No, of course not. Do I think that you frequently make shady decisions to further your career? Yeah. We're both successful creators and we've both been doing this for long enough that we should be driving forces of creativity on this platform, or at the very least not using other smaller creators as rungs on a ladder to advance your own career. Maybe you don't particularly care about getting respect from other creators and literally the only thing that you're prioritizing is your bottom line. Or maybe you feel like you're making a difference in the lives of the kids who watch your videos, and so in your mind that justifies being able to do whatever to get to that position. From watching your videos, I do get the sense that you have a good time making them. I feel like if I was you, my favorite part of the job would be like getting on camera with your friends and goofing around. You probably like the parts of your job where you're coming up with funny ideas of what to do in your sketches. And I honestly would have no problem with your content if you just focused on doing that. I can tell you from experience, and I know a lot of other YouTubers feel the same way, that the more you try to exploit the algorithm or trick the system into gaining followers, like this game of copying other popular ideas, the more soul-sucking and draining this job becomes. So if you're in it because you like goofing around or you like making an impact on kids' lives, focus on that. That's awesome. I saw that TikTok someone made about you recently that you responded to, saying that your job is like their nightmare job, making content that's relatable to middle schoolers or high schoolers. And you responded with a bunch of TikToks basically saying that, you know, you make an impact on a lot of kids' lives. It did seem like a little bit like you were using the sick kids in those videos to like kind of really drive that point home. It felt a little bit weird to me. But I do disagree with the original TikTok in that I don't think that making content for young people has to be inherently this, you know, shady pursuit. As long as it's actually for kids, which I also think that you've kind of missed the mark on sometimes, and you're not blatantly plagiarizing other people, I don't think there's any problem with that. And I would have so much respect for you if you just like owned that. Having the mentality that it's okay to steal content from other people because you're making such an impact on other people's lives feels to me more like you're patting yourself on the back rather than really trying to make an effort to be like a good creative force in these kids' lives. So look, dude, I think that there's room for you for an awesome path forward. Are you going to be the guy who stole content from other people and tricked the algorithm and used other creators as pawns all the way to the top? Or are you going to be the guy that pursued what he loves? Anyways, guys, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. After making this video and watching all of that stolen content, I feel like I want to go like a whole week without watching any content. So thanks for watching. Bye-bye. You know when you're on the web reading an article or something and on the side there's those insane clickbait articles that take up the ad space on like every website? I'm always conflicted about those because on the one hand, they have the most insane titles and images ever and I want to click on them so bad. But on the other hand, I also don't want their advertising to work because I know that whatever is on the other side cannot possibly be as crazy as the title claims. So today, just for you, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. I have hired a team of content scouts. The team consists of one guy, his name is Robert. And he has put together a list of some of the most insane clickbait articles he could find. Clickbait. Very nice slideshow. I like the title. This is great. Okay, first slide. Meet Larry Bird's repulsive wife. God damn, man. What could this article possibly be? Is it just you click on the link and it's just like picture upon picture of this dude's wife? Who is Larry Bird? Who is Larry Bird? Larry Bird is an American former basketball player. I keep reading and it's like known for having the most repulsive wife ever discovered. No, that can't be. And then there's another slide that says Larry Bird and his partner are still together. Try not to choke when you see Larry Bird's lover. Dude, what the hell? That's so mean. Why are there multiple articles about this? The first one links to a website called Healthy George, apparently. George, I'm just gonna say it. I don't think you are very healthy. I think you have a sick mind for advertising this article on someone else's website. You paid money for people to see this. Okay, let's see. Are there any more about Larry Bird? Oh, okay. So it looks like the content team has included a picture of Larry Bird's wife. So we can see that she's totally normal looking. And they seem to be a very happy couple too. And why Larry Bird? Why are you picking on this guy? What did he do? I don't know much about him. Is he like a super bad guy or something? Doesn't seem like any reason to come for his wife like that. Okay. It is with great regret that I am gonna Google Larry Bird's repulsive wife. Okay, I'm not finding the actual article coming up anywhere. Is this even a real article? There's people talking about the ad on a forum for guitar lessons. There's also a online store where you can buy a shirt with this ad on it. The first thing I thought of when I saw that ad is this is a sick design that needs to be on merch. I'm gonna make this into merch for myself. It could be a picture of me and it could say meet Laura's repulsive husband. That would actually that would go hard actually. I feel like that would be kind of good merch. Okay, continuing on. So we've established that the first article is complete clickbait and also not even real. It makes me wonder if I clicked on that ad when it actually popped up, what would it take me to? There's no article called that. Were these ads purchased by one of Larry Bird's former lovers? Or some kind of arch nemesis? Lou Ferrigno turned 71. Oh my. Dude, what the hell? Try not to throw up when you see him? Is that what all these ads are gonna be? I don't think I've ever seen this genre of ad before, actually. Usually the ones I see are like medical things. It's like, you won't believe what happened. You won't believe what the doctors found in her butt or something like that. What is this genre of ad that's just, this is the ugliest person I've ever seen. You gotta check it out. I'm paying money for you to see how ugly this person is. Okay, let's see, Robert. Did you include what Lou Ferrigno looks like and am I gonna throw up?
Medium iced coffee and 2 hash brown wake-up wraps.
That's mine.
Delicious iced coffee for Davy Dunks.
That's mine.
Lou Ferrigno looking totally normal at 71. I'll admit he looks great. Try not to throw up. That's a crazy new challenge. I don't think I've ever seen that on YouTube before. You've got try not to laugh, try not to cry. I'm gonna start making YouTube videos called Try Not to Throw Up Challenge, where it's just gonna show pictures of old celebrities. Okay, I'm gonna try to find this article. I swear to God if this is on another t-shirt. Okay, still not finding the actual article. I'm seeing Lou Ferrigno just showed off his ripped physique at age 70. That's almost the exact opposite of the article. Do you think that the ad actually does link to something like this and they're actually saying the opposite of what the article is? Because you wouldn't expect Lou Ferrigno, a famously strong, fit man, to make you want to throw up when you see him. So the clickbait gets you, totally throws off your expectations, and then you click on it and it's like bodybuilding legend Lou Ferrigno shows off ripped abs at 71 years old. So far we have try not to choke challenge and try not to throw up challenge. These are so mean. This study revealed that women are happier with ugly men. These are just making me sad now, dude. Okay, this one might actually be an article. The actual website is Mast Mahul, but I'm seeing this study talked about in legitimate websites, Esquire, Men's Health, iHeartRadio. Let's see if any of them use this really mean image. Image no longer available. What? We had to take down the image, man. Guy was too ugly. People kept throwing up. When it comes to looks, most of us are resigned to the fact that the other sex are only looking for and happy with the best looking person available. Not the case, according to a new study. How crazy would it be if the study was like conducted by Lou Ferrigno or something? Actually, women like guys who make them throw up at 71 years old. A new study from Florida State University, which has found relationships are more likely to be successful when the woman is better looking than the man. What is anyone supposed to do with this information? It's not like that's reason to break up with someone. Sorry, I can tell this just isn't gonna work. I read an article that says women are only happier with ugly men and I'm so much hotter than you. It's just, this could never work. Researchers analyzed 113 married couples in Texas in their late 20s. Evaluators from Southern Methodist University and Florida State University rated couples by their attractiveness. Though why they were trusted as the arbiter of good looks is anyone's guess. Oh my god. I can't tell if that is supposed to be saying like who made them the judge of good looks or if they're actually like coming for the evaluators from Southern Methodist University and Florida State University. But what the fuck would they know about what's attractive? Sorry, it's just, I used to date an evaluator from Southern Methodist University. It ended up really poorly. He broke up with me because he was more attractive. They found that in instances where the man was less attractive, he was likely to compensate with acts of kindness. Kind of uncomfortable with how transactional that sounds, but whatever. They saw a pattern in that this made women happier and feel more appreciative, therefore strengthening the relationship. And once again, they did have to remove an image because it was so mean. Wait, sorry. Bear Grylls? Is this supposed to be an image of Bear Grylls? Hey, the image at the top says Bear Grylls too. Are they using images of Bear Grylls in this article for examples of ugly guys? You guys know who Bear Grylls is, right? The guy from Man vs. Wild? Yeah, so it turns out this is the ideal man for women because he's so ugly. Bear Grylls gets contacted to be like People Magazine's sexiest man of the year or whatever. He's flattered, he accepts, he sits down for the interview and they're like, so the reason we selected you for this is because we found that you are the ugliest man in the universe. And women really like that sort of thing. Okay, anyway, let's move on to the next article. That's crazy. Whatever you do, do not retire in these 25 states. Like, do anything to avoid it. Keep working until you die, basically, if you live in one of these 25 states. You can move, you got two options. You move, or you just keep working until you die. You move or die. You do not want to retire in one of these states, lest you end up like him. Okay, great. And this article also does not exist. I feel like these ads, whenever they run, they must run for like a week at a time, and then they're like, it's not worth it to spend money on this anymore. Go ahead, retire in this state, see if I care. Well, now I'm curious, and I just want to see what the worst states to retire in are. Number 1, affordability. Number 2, well-being. Okay. Those aren't states. Oh, the list is down here. Alaska, New York, California, Washington, and Massachusetts. Whatever I do, I will not retire in Massachusetts. You will never catch me growing old in Washington. I can guarantee that right now. Take a look inside Whoopi Goldberg's repulsive home. All right, well, I'm gonna have to look that up to verify. Oh, okay, no, Robert included it. Okay. Inside Whoopi Goldberg's beautiful house. Yeah, this is lovely. She's got great taste, I have to say. Who is writing these articles? Whoa, okay, wait, so this one actually exists in the form of, looks like multiple YouTube videos.
Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. We are here to take you on a virtual tour around the View host Whoopi Goldberg's repulsive home.
The narration was so pleasant. I thought maybe this was gonna be a bait and switch thing where the title sure is mean, but then once you actually get into the video, they're not actually gonna make fun of her. He really lured me in with this pleasant sounding narration. Come with me and take a look inside renowned comedian Whoopi Goldberg's disgusting, fucking hideous trap house of a home. Try not to throw up or retire when you see this house.
Featuring a beautiful colonial-style design, apparently Whoopi Goldberg bought this stunning property in 2009.
So everything you said so far about it is that it's beautiful. This stunning property with beautiful landscaping and a ton of absolutely gorgeous acreage will make you throw up before you can say Whoopi Goldberg.
If you're interested in taking a tour across this property, then you're in luck today.
Just show us the house, dude. I want to see the repulsive rooms. Maybe she does have a repulsive room. It's like, this is the goo room. It oozes stinky goo, and the floor is covered in fur, and it's just a nasty, repulsive room. We wish you would get rid of it.
She even took part in a live stream from her home, and people simply loved the decor.
People love the decor. They said, you know, this is absolutely beautiful for a repulsive home. All right, well, I'm not gonna watch this whole video. It's a beautiful house. Leave Whoopi Goldberg alone, leave Larry Bird's wife alone, leave Lou Ferrigno alone, and most importantly, leave Iowa before you retire. This girl didn't know what's inside her not until they cut off her pants. Shocking. How could she didn't know? How could she didn't know what was inside her till they cut off her pants? I feel like this is just kind of some weird, you know, this is clickbait for creeps kind of, where you see it and they're like, you can cut off her pants, huh? I don't even care if she didn't know. I'm clicking on the video. I'm gonna assume in my mind canon that they cut off her pants and there was a baby. That would make sense with the title. How could she didn't know? You didn't know you were pregnant? You didn't know you were having a baby? All right, I'll look up the article. Let's see. Oh, there's a whole subreddit for weird ass clickbait, I guess, called "Saved You a Click." Okay, this is the article. I don't know why there's such a large space between the title and the rest of the article. They really don't want you to read the article. They're like, that's the headline and that's it. No, stop scrolling, stop scrolling, don't read it. It's nice that they have little percentage markers on the side so you know how far you are into the article. By the time I get to the headline, I'm already 40% through with it. By the time I start the article, I'm already 70% done, so I feel like I've done a lot of good reading today. Some parents are too busy working at home or in the office that they sometimes forget to check out what's going on with their kids. If parents fail to provide their kids much of the time that they need, most probably things will end up like a bomb exploding before their very eyes. Is there a bomb inside of her? Take for instance this video of a young woman who didn't have a clue if she is pregnant or not. Her father couldn't likewise believe what he discovered after his daughter was rushed to the hospital. He was even baffled with what he saw after the doctors cut off her daughter's pants. He was baffled when they cut off her daughter's pants. Wait, whose pants did they cut off? Apparently this story is real, but it made me wonder how something like this happened without the young woman's knowledge. Actually, this does happen sometimes. People become pregnant without knowing. I will say the weirdest part of this is not that they cut off her pants though. That does seem like this becomes like clickbait for weirdos that they had to emphasize that part. But yeah, the craziest part of any medical operation is when they take off your clothes. I had to get an appendectomy and they lifted up my shirt. They saw my belly button. How could I didn't know? I thought I wanted a baby someday, but after watching this, yikes. You click on it, it's just the movie The Omen, where that kid is like evil and kills his family. When you see these, you already have cancer. Oh no! When I see this ad, I have cancer? If you're seeing this, it's because you have cancer. We put in the demographics that we wanted to reach for this ad, people with cancer. So if you're seeing this and you didn't know you had cancer, sorry. Sorry you had to find out this way. These seem to always be like totally made up websites that no one's ever heard of. Even the ad platform is called Taboola. It's not like Google Ads or anything. They're getting that Taboola money. Oh, I've seen this one before. The rumor comes out, does Bruno Mars is gay? Bruno Mars. Did he say that? Is this a quote from Bruno Mars? That's what it makes it seem like. Hey guys, the rumor comes out, does Bruno Mars is gay? Bruno Mars is gay is the most discussed in the media in the few years ago. Even it has happened in 2012, but some of the public's still curious about what is exactly. And it's on a website called brunomars.us. This is official website? Maybe this is him saying it. New blog post on Bruno Mars official website. Bruno Mars is gay is the most discussed in the media in the few years ago. I don't remember there ever being a time where Bruno Mars is gay being the most discussed in the media in the few years ago. Even in 2012, I feel like there were more interesting things going on. More pressing issues, honestly. That's the year that the world was supposed to end. The Mayan calendar didn't come true and Bruno Mars didn't come out. That was a disappointing year. People tried their own urine for the first time and they were disgusted. You know, oddly enough, this doesn't make me want to click on the article at all. I feel like they actually gave me everything that I needed to know from this video, and it's also exactly what I would expect too. It's not even like subverting my expectations. They tried their urine and it was gross. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. Nothing about that seems weird. I'm not gonna click on the video to try to figure out what's going on here. This outrageous truth about green gummy bears will destroy your world. You think you have life figured out and then bam. Okay, now this one is a good ad. What about green gummy bears are gonna make me flip my whole life upside down? You think you have life figured out. You think there's good in the world until you find out that green gummy bears are all running an underground dogfighting ring. Faith in humanity gone. Because faith in gummy bears gone. They're not humans per se, or at all. I don't know why I said per se. Okay, here's the article. Sorry everyone, your entire life has been a lie. Hear me out. Turns out they're real bears. The rest of them are gummy, but the green ones are real living bears. And you've been eating them this whole time. Imagine you've been hit with a sudden craving for candy. You go to the store, fork over $1, or if you live in New York, your life savings for a bag of gummy bears because you're a classy one, you go for the classic Haribo Gold gummies, the good kind. As you're eating, you relish in the shit. Okay, come on. Just tell me. You've been conditioned to associate that toxic waste-like shade of green with green apple or lime, watermelon even if we're getting fancy. The Haribo's green gummy bears are none of these flavors. Is it a real bear? Haribo's green gummy is perplexingly strawberry flavor. You guys, I think my world just got destroyed. I can't. Lou Ferrigno at 71 I can handle, but this is too much. This has officially destroyed my world. Haribo, that is even your real name. When she places a mug over an egg, it doesn't get any better than this. This is the life, man. Mug on egg. This is what it's all about. All of the evil and suffering in the world. Guess it all does have purpose after all. Without all that, we couldn't have mug over an egg. And here's the article. When she places a mug over an egg, it doesn't get any better than this.
Crack your egg onto a plate. Get a small cup or a large egg cup. Pop it over the yolk and then pour the white into your 300 grams of icing sugar.
Okay, so if I'm understanding correctly, it's just a trick to get only the egg whites into your recipe. Wow, I feel like in this video, we've really explored the entire spectrum of the human experience, the worst possible and the best possible. We've gone from Whoopi Goldberg's house to mug over egg. Well, I think that's a good place to end, you know, on a high note. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and I will see you guys later. Bye-bye. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the second channel. Take a look at these Greg pillows, dude. We got Greg pillows. Greg pillows in the background. You guys thought I didn't want Greg letters in the background anymore. Look at these sick freaking pillows I got. Thank you to Helpful Mig on TikTok for making these pillows. They fit the couch perfectly, in all honesty. I'm really stoked about those pillows. So thank you for making them, Helpful Mig, and I hope you guys like them. Anyway, welcome back to the second channel. Today we're going to be talking about some of the weirdest YouTube shorts that I could find on YouTube. So crack open a sparkling water and we'll crack into these TikTok or YouTube Shorts. YouTube has been pushing YouTube Shorts like crazy. I'm kind of curious to know if anybody who watches this watches YouTube Shorts. I'm not trying to be judgy in any way. I'm just curious because they're pushing them so much to see if it's actually working. I was going through YouTube's list of the top 500 YouTubers over the past 30 days. And if you click on half of these channels, they only post YouTube Shorts. So all of the people that are being subscribed to the most right now are just YouTube Shorts channels. That's how much YouTube is pushing this shit in our faces. They're like, you will watch YouTube Shorts instead of TikTok. But because YouTube is just kind of pushing anybody that posts YouTube Shorts, there's a lot of weird channels that end up doing really well on YouTube now just because they're one of the few that are just cranking out YouTube Shorts and posting them on YouTube. So I just scrolled down this list of the top YouTubers over the past 30 days and I clicked on some of them that just post YouTube Shorts. So let's get into them. First of all, these folks called Moni Lena now have 6.5 million subscribers. They created their channel in May of last year and they already have 6 million subscribers. That's how hard YouTube is pushing YouTube Shorts. So let's go ahead and check out some of their TikToks and find out is YouTube's heavy endorsement of YouTube Shorts paying off with some quality content. My voice did not crack, that was in your head. What did she think was gonna happen? She's like, okay, I'm eating ice cream and my husband is handcuffing me. And then she gets handcuffed and she's like, wait, now I can't move my arms independently of each other. What the fuck? How did you do this? You wizard. You tricked me. She could have moved her hands away if she wanted to. That didn't restrict her from moving her arms at all. She could have just gone like this and been like, no. He could have gotten the ice cream by just grabbing her hand and putting it in his mouth because he is already grabbing her hand anyway. So he could have just done that without tying her up first. I guess his aim was to humiliate her and then take her ice cream. Is this an ad for this ice cream? Why is this laying out like this? I don't know about you guys, but I'm about to freaking fly to Russia and buy one of these because I'm being advertised to so hard. Is this Russian? We'll never know. OMG left without candies. Okay, so the guy's moving around the bucket. She's got to pick which one has the lollipop in it. She picked the wrong one because that one doesn't have the lollipop in it. And it has actually more than the lollipop in it. Oh, so he's a magician in this one too. Are all of their TikToks just about the guy being the most clever guy in the world and the girl being the dumbest girl in the world? Just tricking her constantly and she is just at wit's end trying to figure out how the fuck he's doing it. What a sad existence. OMG, you can't joke with your wife. Is this TikTok about to be about like cancel culture? Wait, what? You can't even joke with your own wife anymore? You walk into the room and she's eating a cucumber and you call her a slur? You're not even allowed to joke with your wife anymore? Come on, dude. People are so PC these days. Oh no, he hits her. You can't even hit your wife anymore. As a joke. As a joke, I did it. And then she hits back. So you can't even joke with your wife anymore because she might hit you back. The lady is cute and good looking. Yo, dude, is your wife single? Because I think I have an interested party here. I am done, dude. I am done joking with my wife via flip-flop violence. Okay, well, you know what? She actually seems to be the clever one in this TikTok, so I guess they do kind of go back and forth. Sometimes the guy has 100 IQ points on his wife, and sometimes it's the other way around. Sometimes it is the guy getting slapped with the cucumber. That age-old saying. One interesting thing about YouTube Shorts is that when you click on one and then you scroll, it just starts playing random shit that you're not interested in at all. Okay, that guy's actually magic. What the fuck? How did he do that? Dan Rhodes. Okay, I was actually kind of expecting to see a TikTok that didn't interest me at all, but this one actually did pique my curiosity. I think there's a little divider in there. You can see this little part of the cup, straight line right here. I think that's dividing and there was juice hiding behind that. That's my little theory about this one. But apparently a really big format on TikTok is to do something amazing near a girl and she's gonna be mad impressed and you're kind of like, yeah, I just do that. I just do stuff like that. I actually didn't expect that to happen. I don't know how I did that. Wait, what? So is this a cat trying out viral life hacks or something? I don't guess it's not a life hack. How to make a squishy carrot. You know, you always want to do that, but it takes forever. Here's sort of a DIY life hack way to do it. Okay, but the cat is clearly pouring in Coke and it's said to do Pepsi. So actually, we're not sure if this one works. What a strange idea for a YouTube channel. That little pup. He just tries out viral things. I don't even know how to classify these. Life hack crafts. They're just like things that you can do. Viral things that you didn't know you could do. And also that you can't do. It doesn't work. The people who make these videos must have like little fake cat paws that they use to do all this stuff with. That's kind of strange. I mean, I guess more power to them. They're probably literally raking it in because they make YouTube short. Yeah, they've got 10 million subscribers and this cat is basically a celebrity now. Okay, back to Moni Lena, the Mona Lisa. OMG, he thought the snake was his wife. Okay, that went a different direction than I thought. I thought it was gonna be a prank where he wakes up and gets scared by the snake. Maybe that's what the wife was expecting too. Do you think the wife is like, what the hell? You're supposed to realize it's not me. I'm not a snake. And the husband's like, I love my wife. My wife who is as thin as my wrists and covered in scales and slimy and biting me all the time. I love my little wife who hisses at me. Oh yeah, she is pissed off. The whole family is mastering pranking each other after seeing their all videos. Conclusion? Their daughter will be a great prankster in the future due to genes of parents. Damn, Zafar, are you a doctor? How do you know that? We got a doctor in the chat. Already diagnosing their daughter with being a genetically pure prankster. Have scientists figured out yet if being a good prankster is genetic or is that like a learned behavior? I think they're still trying to figure that out actually. I think that's a big field of study right now. Let's maybe look at like one of their most viewed videos. Oh my god, dude. 280 million views. 160 million views. They have so many videos with over 100 million views. OMG pee prank with shaving foam. What do you mean pee prank? Do they mean like piss prank? Or is that just a typo? Like a little stutter? Oh my god, a prank! They're so scared while writing it. With shaving foam! Monica! The fuck? Okay, for one, he looked directly into the barrel and there's no possible way you could have missed a white speck in the barrel unless you're incredibly behind. So I would put this as stage. Well done, Enzo, you figured it out. I feel like I said this in the last video I did about YouTube Shorts, but it does make me like wonder, are we supposed to think it's real or is this just like a funny scenario and even if we don't think it's real, it can still be kind of funny? Cause like, I mean like you can go watch a movie that's funny funny, and you know it's not real and it can still be funny, and I'm just explaining the concept of fiction to everybody at home. But you know, I mean, you know what I mean? I mean, maybe it's just like teeny tiny little kids watching these videos, and so they're like, yeah, this is probably real. Everything else I've experienced in life has led me to believe this is real. My parents are real, my friends are real, everything I've ever seen is real. Blue's Clues is real, so I don't see any reason why this wouldn't be. The fact that they added a laugh track into this one, it really says a lot, I think, honestly, about their process in making this video. Do you think they filmed this and they were like, oh, this is gonna be fucking hilarious, just as is? And then they watched it back later and they were like, wait, there's actually like not really a joke in this. This is actually just like a weird, unsettling video. Do you think we should try to add in some kind of indication that it's supposed to be funny? And so they just added people laughing in the background. It's funny, yeah, it's funny, it's okay. We're fine. Mentally, we are okay, so you don't have to worry about us. It's funny. I'm washing his jacket. Most of the comments on this video are just like spam. In.comes.date? That's my new favorite dating website. You know, before I was really into eharmony.com, match.com, christianmingle.com. Now I'm more into in.comes.date. Son unos de los in.comes.date. I kind of want to click on it just to see what it is, but I know the second I do, my computer is going to explode with a virus. Someone responded, okay, all right, buddy, sure. You are my favorite, loves.com.date. YouTube has an insane spam problem. Can we talk about that? Like, I even notice it on my videos, but it seems like it's like 10 times worse on YouTube Shorts that supposedly have hundreds of millions of views, but 90 comments and they're all spam. What the fuck is going on? Sweetpussy.uno? Barbie.monster? I didn't even know you could have URLs that look like this. Is this video just gonna become about spam on YouTube? Hotslut.uno. YouTube, fix your shit. Just make it so you can't put links in the comments. Why would anyone ever need to put a link in the comments? Just make it so they can't do that. And also maybe, I mean, if you are, maybe just like ban words like cum and slut in the comments. I mean, is that hard? All right, anyway, enough about that. Let's get back to the YouTube Shorts. I found another channel called Small, and for a second I was like, these kind of look like Troom Troom videos. So I clicked on the channels to see if they were associated with Troom Troom, and they are actually associated with a channel called Bada Boom, not Troom Troom. I am a little bit suspicious that Bada Boom is also owned by Troom Troom, but there's no mention of that anywhere. But just like the aesthetic of their videos look very Troom Troom-esque, so I'm not gonna rule it out. But anyway, let's check out some of Small's YouTube Shorts. Let's go straight for most popular. Helping others is important. Mobile game ads be like, and this also has 200 million views. This is like an insanely well-produced version of those videos that I made a video about with Drew and Curtis, but these ones actually look very well-produced and well-animated. I'm also noticing that the last YouTube channel we were looking at had like 90 comments on some videos, and this one has like a similar amount of views and has almost 6,000 comments. That's a little bit odd. Weird ways to sneak food into the movies and not get caught. Edible hair. I'll give it to him. That is a weird way to sneak food into the movies. You know, like how you go into a movie? It's like a club / airport. That's what the movie theater is. No. Get out. Also, is that Wanda candy detector? Oh shit, now he's in the movies. In the movies, you know, where they play loud music and you dance and get fucked up? The movie theater. Okay, I'm so confused because it's a club. They're in a club. But then why didn't they just make the title Weird Ways to Sneak Food into a Dance Party? Maybe they filmed this and then they were about to post it with that title, but they were like, wait, you actually can just bring a snack into a dance party if you want to. That doesn't make any sense. Why would you need to sneak food into a dance party? And so they changed it to the movies? Honestly, even though you can bring food to a dance party, this still is a weird way to sneak food into a dance party. It actually makes it weirder that you don't have to sneak it in. The fact that you could just bring the food and instead you like made a wig out of Twizzlers or whatever. You were like, no, now nobody's gonna know. Nobody's gonna know when they brush up against me and I'm sticky and smell like strawberries. That my whole hair is made out of candy. Oh, now it's gonna show us how to do it? I think I figured it out. I think you kind of put it on your head and you put a hat on and then you've got candy for hair. Amazing balloon trick number 4. A little too excited about that water balloon. Not necessary. I'm so on the edge of my seat, dude. What is this amazing trick gonna be? Is it just that he built it up that much? That is pretty cool. That's amazing. Okay, that actually is pretty sick. The slow-mo shot was cool. I'll give him that. I just thought it was gonna be like a trick shot. Imagine if Dude Perfect videos were like this. They're like basketball trick shots, and it's just them throwing the basketball off of a large thing onto the ground, and it just hits the ground. Whoa, gravity still works. That's awesome. I was worried they were gonna stop doing that. Upside down prank. Dude, this channel is all over the place. Dude, they know what types of videos they make? What does the description of this channel say, actually? Hello, everybody. We are short, funny, and humorous videos on a variety of topics. You can say that again. If you like magic tricks, pranks, life hacks, vines, challenges, ASMR, and much more, then join us. We will not let you get bored, be sure. We will not let you get bored. If we even sense you starting to get bored from one of our videos, we're gonna come over there, strap you to your chair, we're gonna handcuff you with a belt, and we're gonna entertain you with some amazing water balloon tricks. Okay, looks like just a normal guy hanging out. A guy with the fattest hog known to man, mind you. Also, did you see his hands were feet? They really tried to hide those by putting them behind his head, but you could just see one sticking out like this and it was a foot. The girl comes in and she's like, yo, dap me up. And it's just a foot. That'd be funny, actually. That would be funny. This prank is funny. And what is going on here? What is this? This is very interesting. I don't know what that is. All right, that actually is fucking terrifying. I'll give him that. It's a good prank, okay? If you could actually get someone to fall for that, that's fucking terrifying. You see how that body was moving and convulsing on the bed? All right, thank you for watching. Bye-bye.
Are you getting strangled?
Hey, I feel like it's choking you.
Is there gonna be an actual useful life hack in this video?
What's up, Greg? The title is correct. I'm going to be testing Troom Troom's kidnapping life hacks. If you remember in my last video about Troom Troom, I mentioned that they have videos on how to survive being kidnapped.
I'm being kidnapped.
That is real. This is a real thing that exists. Troom Troom, the channel that created this.
Oh, boy.
And recommended putting leaves in your hair to look like Billie Eilish, is now claiming to be able to help you finesse your way out of one of the worst situations you could ever be in your life. The videos are bad.
Gotcha, girly.
And the advice is, I think, bad, but I can't be sure. That's what I'm most curious about. I want to try out some of these life hacks and see if they actually work. So that's what I'm going to be doing in today's video. Let's watch these videos, pick out a few of the most promising techniques, if there are any at all, and then we're going to try them. Okay, this first video is called I Was Kidnapped Survival Hacks That May Save Your Life. The video starts out with these two crooks, these two criminal masterminds, scheming a way to kidnap a girl. So kind of a fun, goofy way to start a video. I like that they cut out holes in these ski masks, even though there was obviously already a hole on the other side for their eyes.
The trap is almost ready. Some last touches. That's genius, Kevin. There's our victim. What's happening? She's supposed to be scared. Gotcha, girly. You can't get away now. Great job, Martin.
Okay, I'm sorry. Is the narrator on the kidnapper's side? Great job, Martin. You did it. That's a felony. What an awful thing to do to someone. What a truly traumatizing experience for this young lady. Great job, dude. I hope that no one would ever watch this video for serious advice, but imagine like you're kidnapped and somehow you get the chance to like watch one video on how to escape and you come across this one and it's like on the kidnapper's side.
That's genius, Kevin.
It's like, all right, thanks for clicking on this video, guys. We're gonna teach you how to escape from your kidnappers, but real quick, let's go ahead and take a second to appreciate all the hard work the kidnappers put into getting you here. Let's give it up for the kidnappers, guys. They outdid themselves on this one. Okay, step number one, give the kidnappers everything they want, and maybe they'll let you go. See you guys next time.
Skylar is already in the dungeon. It's so boring in here, and her hands are tied.
It's boring? You're in a dungeon, dude. Have a little sense of urgency. Look, I'd be scared enough being kidnapped, but come to find out the kidnappers have a dungeon? I would be about 1,000 times more worried when I find out they have a dungeon in the basement. This is definitely not their first rodeo. They've definitely been planning this for a while. But this girl's just like, oh, let me out of this dungeon. Not because it's scary, it's just kind of lame in here.
Kevin's not bored. If you have a box of matches, you can think of so many games.
So the girl finds herself in a very lucky predicament. Well, I shouldn't say that. But all things considered, I'd say that this is pretty lucky. One of the kidnappers is playing with matches right next to the dungeon doors, the bars of the cell, and I guess is just like accidentally flicking matches into the cell, and then he gets called away real quick.
I'm coming, Martin. And you, sit still.
And it seems like this life hack is going to entirely bank off of this happening, which I don't know, I can't say firsthand how common this is, but I gotta imagine it's not super common that your kidnappers will just leave you alone with matches.
All you have to do is get one match and wait for the right moment. Let's light it. Now melt these handcuffs. That was easy. Nobody's here. I can run.
Okay. I think that this would be a good one to test. Using toe socks, you pick up the match off the floor, you strike it against the wall, which this girl is sitting nowhere near, so I don't know how she did that. She's got really long legs. And then you melt the zip ties with the match. I guess step one of this life hack is wear toe socks at all times. This video kind of makes it seem like getting kidnapped is just like having a weird Tuesday or something like that. Like this girl is almost hanging out with the kidnappers and being kind of buddy-buddy with them.
She's so pretty, so charming and graceful.
Like they're making her food and she's kind of like, oh, this food's gross. She's bickering with the kidnappers and sure she's trying to escape, but I wouldn't say that's like her top priority in this video.
Hey, what are you doing? It's obvious that he's in love with her.
Bad sign, not good.
I just have to find a way out. Oh, Skylar better watch her step. So much for that criminal structure. I told you, Martin, it's a trap. Now you're going to sit right here, sweetheart, and don't take a step out of the room. We need it. All right, you got it.
Oh my god. You know what? I think that's the scariest thing these kidnappers have done the entire time. Holy shit. All right, stay put in this bed. Okay, I'm just gonna sit here.
Right, you got it. It's kind of gloomy in here. It's full of criminals.
Okay, I feel like that might have been like a translation error or something. Oh my god, this room is so scary. It's full of criminals. Look at all those criminals. All right, sir, did you get a good look at the man who robbed your store? Yeah, I got a pretty good glance at him right before he ran off. He had sort of like a gunmetal gray face and like gunmetal gray skin. He had sort of like an L figure to him and his trigger was on the bottom half of his body. Wait, his trigger? I could definitely tell by the look in his barrel. He was up to no good. Wait, are you talking about a gun? Huh? A gun. Like this? Ah, he's back! Guys, guns don't kill people. Criminals kill people. And criminals are guns. Okay, so they left her in this room? The kidnappers left this girl in a room full of guns. Is the next life hack gonna be shoot the kidnappers with guns?
And it looks like Kevin and Martin are brothers.
Okay. That's really funny. That's actually hilarious that their parents would also be wearing ski masks and that they'd be wearing ski masks as babies. That's actually a really funny joke. I like that a lot. Turns out, I guess, even as babies, they were still guns.
Nice joke! But never give up. What if you wrap yourself in a blanket? It's a perfect disguise. That should work.
Okay, so I guess not. I guess she's not gonna use the guns or the chains or anything to escape. She's gonna pretend to be a duvet.
That should work.
Are you guys getting some useful tips out of this?
Hey, Kevin, we got work to do and you're just messing around. It's time to ask for ransom. We don't need much, just a TV.
So apparently the kidnappers took this girl for ransom because they want to buy a new TV because they don't have a TV. At the end of this video, the girl escapes the kidnappers, but not without leaving them a gift.
Who is that? We weren't expecting visitors. Guys, here's a TV for you. Where do you want it? What? A TV? Yay! Give it to me. We'll take it from here. It's a gift from Skylar. She's the best. We shouldn't have handcuffed her. Did you like our kidnapping sketches?
What? Yeah. I guess she enjoys her time with the kidnappers so much that even though she's got to bounce, she still wanted to show her appreciation for them kidnapping her. So she sends them a brand new TV. What the hell, dude? Do they know what kidnapping is? I feel like that might be the most out of touch video in the whole world. Here's another video called Survival Hacks That May Save Your Life. Pretty much the same premise at the beginning. It's a girl who gets kidnapped by two men.
Quick! Throw her in the trunk.
They put her in a car, they drive off, but eventually they start having car troubles, so they get out of the car. And Troom Troom, ever the opportunist, offers this as a little life hack.
What's Emily doing? She's not one to give up easily. Is the car stopped? She's going to find a way out. It's now or never. Good thing her hands aren't tied. The door isn't even locked. Ha! Well, the bandits are trying to fix the car. She needs to make a break for it.
Yep, so that life hack was just get out of the car. Hey, if you're kidnapped in a car, just get out of the car. It's that easy. If you're kidnapped in the car will break down and the door will be unlocked, so just get out and leave. They're legally not allowed to chase you.
It seems like Emily has really annoyed the bandits. They mean business this time. They have chains. But Emily watches Troom Troom and knows a life hack. Breathe in and tense all of your muscles while you are being tied up. Now she can relax and exhale. Look at that gap between the chains.
Oh, okay, that's interesting. Maybe I'm naive, but that sounds like that could work, right? And when I say it sounds like it could work, I guess what I really mean is that sounds like something that someone who's not Troom Troom would tell you, and so I'm more inclined to believe it. So yeah, I can test that. I just need some chain and some rope and a friend to tie me up.
Just enough room to get out. Arrivederci, losers!
Damn, that was savage. Trying to quietly escape from your kidnappers.
Arrivederci, losers!
Snap! He grabbed Emily. She has the perfect self-defense move for this situation, though. She grabs his chin with one hand and pulls his neck sharply with the other.
Whoa! Okay, this lighthearted video got very dark, very fast. And if all else fails, go ahead and try this. Kill your captors. Kill them. It's the only way you can escape. Oh, he got back up. Never mind. He's okay. But what is that supposed to do? Is that real advice? Snap their neck? I mean, doesn't that kill someone? What would that actually do? I'm not gonna try that. I'm not gonna try that on a real human person, but does that kill people?
This girl's walking to her car, not suspecting a thing. Boo! Finding yourself in a car with an attacker is terrifying. If he grabs your scarf and starts strangling you, there's nowhere to go. Or you can quickly tear off the scarf. While the attacker is stunned by your agility, push the seat backwards to crush him and run as fast as you can for help.
Push the seat backward to crush him. I like the confidence of that. I'm just imagining how slowly my car seat, goes back. How much force I would have to put into throwing it back to crush someone. But I guess it's worth a shot.
The secret of the scarf is simple. Sew some Velcro to the end.
My thing is, I feel like the scarf is a bit of a catch-22. Well, first off, do you have to wear the scarf all the time, then, whenever you're getting in the car? Just in case there's someone in the back and they try to strangle you? But I feel like it's a bit of a catch-22, because if you're wearing the scarf, sure, you can escape pretty easily, right? Because you can just peel off the Velcro and then crush them and then make a break for it. But let's say you're not wearing the scarf, then they can't strangle you at all. Then they won't strangle you in the first place. So I guess maybe you want to be wearing the scarf to lure them into thinking they can strangle you. Then you pull it off. Then you absolutely shatter their whole skeletal structure with your seat. And then you break out into a mad dash. This one seems pretty fun, and it seems like a craft, which I like, so I'm gonna try it.
Are you tied up with Scotch tape?
No, it's duct tape.
Perfect. Raise your hands.
It's duct tape. It's not Scotch tape.
Strain yourself and make a sharp swing. The tape breaks easily. The tape breaks easily.
What? Wait, does that work? What were the steps? Straighten yourself and make a sharp swing. And that's gonna break the tape? Hiya! I'm free! Bet you didn't see that coming. No, of course I didn't. How could I have? That makes no sense to my eyes. You wizard. How did you do that? How could that possibly work? Maybe it means like this, maybe? I don't know. I gotta try it. Yeah, I'm gonna be trying that.
Arrivederci! Are you getting strangled?
Yeah. These videos are so weird, dude. There's another one where at the end, she buys her captors a PlayStation.
That was so cool of her.
Are these written by kidnappers? Troom Troom. Are you kidnappers? Is this like subliminal messaging? Okay, welcome to the crafting corner. I've got a couple things to craft before my big day tomorrow. It's currently 11 p.m. Tomorrow I'm going to shoot the testing of the life hacks, which means I need to do the crafting right now. First things first, we need to make a ski mask. They didn't have a ski mask at the Walmart I went to. They just had a plain black beanie. So I'm gonna be turning this into a ski mask. Smells like Walmart in here. All right, let's make some eye holes. Not exactly even, I'd say, but since when are criminals good at arts and crafts? Maybe this is more authentic. Give me your self, I guess. I'm a kidnapper, not a robber. Give me your, get in the car. I'll just cut me a mouthpiece, and we'll be good to go. And this should be good. Okay, I do feel like I perhaps made the mouth hole a bit too big. Now my eyes are exactly in the wrong place somehow. I did it perfectly wrong, it seems. We can just pull it down like so. Oh, there's I think these little black fuzzies are floating around. I inhaled one. All part of my dastardly criminal backstory, I suppose. That's really in my throat. Okay, this looks awful. Can I just do this? No. Alright, well that's... Oh god, get out of my throat! Alright, I looked at Target, I looked at Kohl's, I looked at Walmart. None of them had toe socks. So I gotta make my own. Because if I don't have a toe sock on, then I'm not gonna be able to pick the matchup off the floor unless I'm barefoot, and I'm not gonna be barefoot, alright? I'm not gonna walk around with shoes on without socks, and I'm definitely not gonna expose my bare feet on camera for free for you sickos. So, toe sock. Now I'm thinking I can just kind of make one cut just to separate my big toe from the rest, because I feel like that's really all I need to get a good pinch. So, okay, let's make a little snip righty. This is kind of what I'm thinking. You likey? Whoa, why is it cut in the middle like that? It looks like it's cut in the middle, but I cut it right next to my big toe. Is that how big my big toe is compared to all my other toes? You guys will never know. Damn. I'm gonna pull up to the shoot tomorrow looking like a hoofed creature. Looking like a centaur. All right, we got some fabric glue. Yeah, I kind of said F hot glue today. I'm not trying to get burnt. After nearly suffocating on that black piece of fuzz, I think I've been through enough. I'm not trying to get burnt by hot glue. You know what, to be honest, I don't know why I've never used this before to do Troom Crafts. I don't know why they never use this. It's glue that is made for fabric, and it's not boiling hot. That is a tiny nozzle. Is this open? Do I gotta open it? No, it's good. All right, come on out, Daddy-o. Come on out. I've asked. Come on out. Oh. Oh. I probably gotta cut the tip off, don't I? Wow. The tip was closed. I had to cut the tip off. Doy. All right, so that's just gonna stick together real nice and pretty like. Scarf time. This one should be easy. I'm not even tripping about this one. I'm definitely gonna want the cut to be in the middle, right? Because I'll be wanting to wear the scarf like this. So is this how people wear scarves? Yes, the answer is yes. Okay, so we're just gonna cut it in half. And now I've got Velcro. So that, oh, it's already sticking. We'll just smush that down like that. All right, well, I hope it all sticks. We'll find out. All right, guys, we're here in the creepy kidnapping location. I've got my kidnapper here, Nick. He is my assailant. He is currently assailing me. Real quick, we're gonna run through some of these kidnapping life hacks, but first we gotta get this location ready. So first, Nick, can you please put on the kidnapping uniform?
Yeah, you okay? Should I do the... Okay.
However a kidnapper would do it, man. Yeah. So just put it on correctly and then we should be good to go.
Did you test this on yourself? Or?
So the only other thing that we have to do to get this space ready is what every good kidnapping lair has. Criminals.
Oh.
This is a criminal.
Okay.
There's criminals everywhere!
What are we doing? Why is the mouth hole so big?
I thought that's how big your mouth was. Do you want to take that off?
Yeah, I was gonna say, is it necessary? Did I need to put this on before?
I just feel like the viewers aren't gonna understand what's going on if you're not wearing that. Yeah, you can wear it like that. That's fine.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you're just gonna like sort of strike it against the wall.
Yeah. Go ahead and zip tie me like a kidnapper would.
Okay. Do you want me to just do one around the wrist or like?
I don't know. How was it in the video? Were you paying attention?
Get a little thought bubble back up here so I can rewatch it in my head. Got nice skin for a YouTuber.
What does that mean? The YouTubers not usually? Actually, yeah, I'm looking at your skin. It's scaly. It's covered in scales.
Okay, how do we feel about this situation?
Honestly, I feel pretty trapped right now. If you were really kidnapping me, you would feel like this is sufficiently like I'm fucked.
Yeah, I'd feel like.
So you play your little flicky game.
Okay, I'm gonna do a little bit of like a flag football situation.
And I'm just sort of sitting here scheming my absolute mastermind plan to get out of this hellhole. Actually, this is good. There's one right here, right by my feet. See this? You gotta pretend to get called away, or are you done playing your little match game? Ah! What a weird kidnapper. You threw one into my hands. I don't even need the toe socks now.
Ew.
Do you like that?
Couldn't you grab it with your hand? Like you have two free hands, like lean over and try to grab. You remember when I handed one to you? You're holding it in your hand. Try leaning over and grabbing one with your hand real quick. Yeah, like that. You can just walk over to the wall and do it here.
I feel like I'm not tied up right. I shouldn't be able to just reach over and grab one.
Wasn't that how she was tied up in the video?
I guess it was. Huh.
All right, let me just see if I can pick it up with my foot, because I put in all the effort of making these toe socks.
This is so gross, dude. I don't know why anyone would want to watch this. Oh! Yeah, now you just have to light it.
Dude, I feel like that might actually work. It's making kind of a match sound. Let's pretend like it didn't fall out of my toes.
I don't even think you can do it with your hand.
That sounded like it was lighting though.
That's what it sounds. It's always gonna sound like that. That's what it sounds like when you scratch something. That doesn't mean it's gonna light. Ooh, I smell it though. You smell that?
That means it's working.
I just punch you in the face. I don't even think you can do it with your. Oh Jesus.
All right. Okay. All right.
Well, we could try it as if I played the game and then just drop the matchbox in front of you, and you could try to use one foot to drop down the box. I'll kind of stand here so these guys don't.
Try to cause any trouble.
Hey, you guys playing the toe match game with me?
No.
I love that game.
Get lost, dude. These are ours.
So at this point in the kidnapping, the guy who is still gone in the other room.
Yeah, he's got like a long thing. He has a long commitment.
Oh, if he had like a quinceañera or something.
I guess, yeah, he has a quinceañera. All right, this time I'm getting it. I've got a really good...
Oh, it's on fire!
Wait, it is?
Get it,
Holy shit! Oh my god, I can't believe I did it.
If I can keep the flame alive.
I'm not getting a lot of melting action.
Can you feel the zip tie? Is it hot?
The other side.
Is it hot?
Not at all.
What's that? No, we're just trying a stupid life hack. Yeah.
What do you mean by that? That's the best way to be?
Yeah, trying out weird life hacks is?
Yeah, I guess he's saying that's the best way to be. It's like he wishes rather than whatever he's doing right now, he'd rather be trying out weird life hacks.
Should I invite him over here?
No, yeah, if you want to step over there.
It cuts to him wearing the beanie. Oh shit, dude, this is
closer to your hand.
Oh!
God damn it.
Dude, matches smell like shit. Let's go. Dude, it's gonna work. Oh! Ow. Kind of feel like molten plastic went flying into my wrist, but...
Yeah, it sort of looks like it came out of the side, too.
Yeah. Well, I'd say that pretty much confirms that this could work, wouldn't you? For this one, I'm actually gonna make it kind of a surprise how I'm gonna escape.
Okay.
But what I'm gonna need you to do is just tie me up like she's tied up, okay?
Okay.
And I'm going to escape.
Okay. This is just our regular hangout. We always do this stuff. So what's going on over here? Do you mind if I ask you what you're doing over there?
Tie me up.
Okay. I'll do a double. You think I should do a double? Hey, you think I should do a double?
Did the kidnapper usually ask the kidnappee how it should be done?
Oh my god.
You okay?
I'm kidnapped. Of course I'm not okay. I'm scared.
I don't really know how to tie that tight of a knot.
You know how to do a square knot?
No, I actually don't. What's a square knot? Is that just a normal knot?
It's kind of knot you'd tie, you fucking square.
Okay, cool, yeah. I think I got it.
Okay, you ready for this shit?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, you did it. You got out.
That's right, Nick. While you were tying me up, I breathed in and held my breath with my chest out, and I tensed all my muscles.
Yeah, I heard you. I feel like you could have gotten out if I just tied you normally like that, because it's just a chair. Like, I feel like it was pretty... I feel like if you just stood up, the rope would have sort of just come off of it.
You know, why don't I tie you up?
Do you want me to breathe in?
No, do it the way that you say it can work, where you just be normal, okay?
Okay,
In fact, breathe out.
Now I got a secret for you, Buster. I know how to tie a square knot.
Oh, so that wasn't just a joke you were making there?
No, it is a real type of knot.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the kind of knot you would tie. You fucking square.
Jesus. No, I just stood up. It just sort of...
Yeah, but now you're still tied up. Look at you.
Oh. So I guess like if you're tied up, just stand up and leave. Arrivederci, losers.
What did she say?
She walks away and she says, "Arrivederci, losers."
Is that like a... What's arrivederci mean?
No, arrivederci means like bye, right?
I don't know, that's why I asked.
Alexa, what does arrivederci mean?
The intersection of arrivederci is usually defined as until we see each other again.
Did you know that was gonna happen?
There's always an Alexa, dude.
Oh, it's just on the wall. Did you know that was there?
Okay, for this one, we need to be outside, and we're gonna use this car. I'll show you the...
What's that?
This is, I always wear this. Basically, what you're gonna try to do is you try to strangle me like that, okay?
Strangle you with, like,
I think it's by her. She's also wearing a scarf, just coincidentally. So I guess you can just use that to try to strangle me.
There's rope inside. We could, like, grab the rope inside and I could strangle you with that.
I think that if you were really gonna try to kidnap me, I don't think you would bring the rope. I think you'd just probably wait for me to see if I'm wearing a scarf. I think you'd probably just wait. I think you'd probably bank on me having a scarf.
Yeah, no, okay.
Danny, I feel like it's choking you on top of
Danny, I'm pulling pretty hard. Oh my gosh.
Okay. Now I crush his bones. So the life hack says that the next thing I do is I'm supposed to crush you with
But you don't have a manual C, so you just have to like...
No. Can you just sit there?
Yeah, I just thought we were still in character, so I sort of moved out of the way because I didn't want
Do you feel like immobilized, at least?
I mean,
I'm gonna get out of the car, you try to chase me, see how long it takes you to come after me.
Okay.
Arrivederci, loser! Alright, well I feel like that kinda worked.
I felt like I was choking you for a while there, like...
Yeah, you were.
Are you tied up with scotch tape?
Is she?
No. That's completely duct tape.
Perfect. Raise your hand.
No. Not perfect.
The tape breaks easily. The tape breaks easily. Your hands are free.
So what do you think?
So that's why you rented out this garage, is for you to put duct tape on your arms and do a sharp swing?
It's all about ambiance, dude. You think I shouldn't have rented out a garage just to test these life hacks that I could have done in my living room?
No, yeah, that's actually what I was saying just now.
Alright, so what I'm gonna need you to do is just like I would say just one quick go around my hand.
I can't really see, I'm sort of, because it's sort of like touching my eyes, so I'm just gonna sort of...
You're like blinded. Now here's another life hack. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, kidnapper, put it around my wrists.
Okay.
Perfect. That's both my wrists. So the instructions were straighten yourself. And make a sharp swing.
It was, hold on, it wasn't straighten yourself, it was, what was the word?
It was straighten yourself.
No, it was like,
Straighten yourself.
strain yourself.
Strain yourself?
You dumbass.
What the hell? What does that mean?
It means like get tight. No. Maybe if you smack your hands hard enough against this part of the chair,
then I'll break my wrist and still be trapped.
Both your elbows need to go out to your sides like this.
Okay.
And in your head, Danny, in your head you need to be thinking there's no other outcome besides the fact that my elbows are gonna be back here. Even if your arms break or your wrists break or something breaks or you hurt yourself or you know, you're crying or you start bleeding, you have to put the elbows back.
Okay, I'll do it.
Okay.
Strain myself. No regrets, no going back. We're getting out of this pickle.
Yeah.
Give me a countdown.
3, 2, 1. Oh!
What?
You did it!
Wait, that actually worked. Dude, I thought that was total bullshit.
Guess I know what I'm doing. Or they do, I guess.
Yeah. Wait, did you make that video?
What's up?
I'm like amazed at that work. Can we try it with 2 layers of duct tape? I mean, scotch tape?
I think to make it work, we also need to duct tape your ankles together.
What the fuck?
It worked!
Oh my god!
good. I legit brought actual Scotch tape because I was like, there's no way the duct tape will break, so we'll have to try it with actual Scotch tape.
Dude, you know what has to happen now? We gotta go triple layer.
All right, we can go triple layer, but that's as far as I'm willing to go. Is there gonna be an actual useful life hack in this video?
I mean, I have a feeling that you're gonna get duct taped up on the wrists when you get kidnapped. They're not just gonna like do 3 layers and then stop.
I feel like 3 layers is a pretty normal amount. Like, I feel like I wouldn't think someone would be able to just kind of weasel their way out of this one.
Yeah, and I guess if you have a budget kidnapper too.
So in the video, they're holding me for ransom because they want a TV.
Okay, so they sort of. Oh my god! And it's such a clean cut too.
Yeah, I know. It looks like I cut it with scissors. Ow, and my wrist hurts so bad after all this.
Oh! Whew. Guys, testing those life hacks was a lot of work. It was rough, it was tough, and it was kind of dangerous. And as we all know, when you're running around doing something crazy, being kind of a goofball, you're at risk of dropping your phone and shattering it into 100,000 pieces. Which is why I'm glad that for that whole operation, my phone was protected by a Rhino Shield phone case. That's right, this video is sponsored by Rhino Shield. If you don't know Rhino Shield, they make extremely protective phone cases, but not only that, they're sleek and they've got a ton of cool looking designs. They've sent me a ton of cool cases and I've been switching up which case I've been using from like week to week, but I've been using this one quite a bit. It's their carbon fiber case, and they've got like standard case designs, but they also have collaborations with huge brands like the NBA, NASA, Pac-Man, League of Legends, and a ton of other big names. They've got their modular Mod NX cases, which allow you to customize the like bumper of the phone case with a different backplate. So let's say you're rocking this NBA case, and then later on you decide, you know what, I actually don't like basketball anymore. I like space. You can pop it out, put in a NASA backplate, and now you're just as protected and just as stylish. Beyond the collaborations, they of course have a ton of cool in-house designs. This Fox one, for example, is quite cute, but on their website you can also create custom cases using photos that you upload or text. I've got this cool Greg one, or you can just keep it simple with a black carbon fiber or leather case. They've got protection for every side of your phone. They've got cases for the back and the sides. Their 3D impact screen protector protects the whole front of your phone, and they even have tempered glass camera lens protectors for the lenses on the back of your phone. They ship worldwide and you can get free shipping for qualified orders. They have a lifetime replacement warranty for their phone cases, and they're available for all iPhones, even the new one, and many Android flagship phones. So if you want to pick up one of their cases or one of their other products like an Apple Watch case or an AirPods case, then use my code Danny for 20% off in the first week of this video and 10% after that at the link in the description. That's code Danny for 20% off in the first week and 10% after that with the link in the description. Thank you to Rhino Shield for sponsoring this video, and thank you to you guys for checking out Rhino Shield. Bye!